Hello, Void Dweller and Jace. Welcome back to Double. Last time we made it, guys. We almost got there. I fucking swear. We got two normal endings. We actually got two actual endings. And oh my god, we got the you know, the Watase side, the freaking Natsuko side, and now time, I hope, probably for the ultimate true hyper ultra pro tournament 64 ending. Let's go. Oh my god, you guys. Hello, Zarmegas. Welcome to the stream.
Whose side is justice on? Yours or mine? Oh.
The choice lay with Natsuhiko, and there was only one chance to choose.
This choice will determine the future. And my fate, Watase's fate, and Yori's fate as well.
Woo! Hello, Guppy Force. Welcome to the stream. Even when Natsuhiko was faced with the final choice.
No. How in the hell do you expect me to choose?
He still had that thought. Yes! Following Watase's suggestion would just be repeated the same mistakes.
Watase, I don't want to erase you. No matter how much you want me to. What? I've survived by erasing Nagisa time and time again. Even if I had no other choice, I've had enough! Even if you survive, one day.
Oh god, did OBS fuck this up? Oh my god, Okay, I got back. Oh god, I can't believe it's doing this to the ending. It usually doesn't even start doing this until like an hour from now. God damn it, OBS, I fucking swear. Anyway, back to the fucking ending, which is really cool so far.
That's it. I can't hand over Yori either. I can't go with you in her stead either. Remember what I said. I won't tolerate anyone becoming a sacrifice for any reason. I know that. But this choice isn't like that last one.
God damn it, Cubby Force! You're making me... in the middle of his monologue! God damn it! Oh, jeez! It was then that Watase and Natsuko realized the true villain they had to fight was OBS. Yes! Cubby Force! Damn it! Okay, back to normal. Oh my god.
Regardless of what you choose, it's not like anyone's gonna die.
Oh my god, he's gonna say it! Natsuko, are you gonna say the thing? Are you gonna say the thing?
So, you should be able to make a choice. And I'm sure there's only one route you need to choose. Correct?
だけど
Natsuko. Oh, Kingdom Hearts music is playing. You better say it, Natsuko. I fucking swear.
But
Watase smiled wryly at Natsuko's muttering.
夏彦がっかりさせないでくれよ
Oh my god. Natsuko, this is the perfect time to say it.
Natsuko, don't disappoint me.
Exactly, Void Dweller. You got it. You got it. That's what I really want Natsuko to say that.
大切なものを守るために心を鬼にできなくてどうする
How can you protect what's precious to you if you can't harden your heart?
Natsuko and Watase's beliefs contradicted each other. Neither could sway the other's conviction. Hello T, welcome to the stream. There could not have been a way for both of their ideals to be upheld simultaneously. But even in the face of that impasse, Natsuko did not lose determination!
I can't erase Watase's memory. Nor can I sacrifice myself. But I'll still search for a route we can both walk down upon.
Say it! Say it! As Natsuko grasped at straws to find that route, Watase spoke up.
どうしても選べないのか
Is there nothing that can bring you to a decision?
Watase pulled back the gun's hammer, as if to press Natsuko to an answer. But Natsuko held back his fear and thought to himself. Could he do nothing to persuade Watase?
おそらくもうじきヘリが来る迷っている時間はないんだぞ
The helicopter will probably get here soon. There's no time for hesitation.
無論望むところじゃないが力ずくで有利を連れて行くことだってできるんだ
Obviously, I don't want to do this, but I can still take Yuri away by force if I have to.
Watase placed his finger on the trigger. Natsuko held back his fear and thought desperately. He used all of his knowledge at hand to desperately think again. And when finally, brain blast! Come on!
Ha!
He finally realized something. With all the fragments of memories he had seen so far, was a truth that could pierce Watase's mind!
Is that it? Could that convince Watase too? But should I tell him out loud?
No, that probably wouldn't cut it. It was not something that could be conveyed verbally. Facts alone were not enough. Neither were emotions. But put both facts and emotions together and...
I can do that!
Natsuko recalled the phenomenon that occurred earlier. When the 9 survivors were searching for a way to escape together, fragmentary visions flickered before their eyes. Within those fragmentary visions, they found meaningful information. And thus, everyone's minds united!
I can invoke this phenomenon once more. I have to go even further beyond. With my ability.
There was no time or opportunity to use his ability than now. With that thought in mind, Natsuko raised his voice.
渡せお前は間違ってる
What to say? You're wrong. What?
選ぶのは僕じゃない選ぶのはお前だ
It's not my choice. It's yours.
お前自身が真実を知った上でもう一度選び直すんだ自分がこれからどう生きるのか
Now that you know the truth, it's up to you to remake your decision. Your choice on how to live your life from now on.
なんだ何を言っている
What? What are you saying?
わからないか
You don't know?
そうともお前が見聞きした記憶だけじゃ分かりっこないんだ
No. With nothing but the memories you've seen, of course you wouldn't know.
僕ら一人一人の記憶は断片に過ぎず、あまりにも不十分だから。
By themselves, our memories as individuals are imperfect, no more than fragments of information.
Natsuko focused on Watase as he spoke, with the light of conviction burning in his eyes!
ずっと考えていた。どうして僕がこんな身の丈に合わない力を手に入れたのか。
I've been thinking. Why was I given such an incredible power unfitting of my stature?
こんな力ない方がいい。そう思うこともあった。
I'd be better off without this power. That's what I've always thought.
だけど、ようやく理解できたよ。BC 能力は記憶を消したり歪めたりするために存在するんじゃない。
But now I finally understand. BC doesn't exist to erase or warp memories at all.
人と人の心をつなぐために存在するんだって。
It exists to connect people's minds. Natsuko, what are you?
Natsuko's words confused Watase. Just then, suddenly they heard the ticking of a watch's second hand. Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Watase gasped and looked at his left arm. Woo! Before he knew it, his digital watch disappeared and turned into an analog watch. The watch's time and date. 9:16, 11:45 p.m.
What? Why?
すべての始まりは2014年。
It all began in 2014.
それから16年の間に真実は覆い隠された。
And for 16 years, the truth had been concealed.
だけど9人の記憶をつなぎ合わせれば、おのずとそれは見えてくる。
Hell yeah, Rashomon no more! Come on!
But by weaving the memories of all 9 of us together, that truth comes into plain view.
Indeed. Natsuko took the phenomenon he had witnessed earlier and made it his own! Oh my god! He's gone even further beyond senses sympathy! What would this be called? Senses empathy or something? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. That is the phenomenon of memory playback.
But I'm not just playing back Watase's memories. I'm playing back the memories of several people.
He had taken countless fragmentary memories and compiled them together like a film to create something with meaning. He brought together the truth as is, without any memory manipulation, all in a way to try and change Watase's mind.
見ろ、渡せ。これが真実だ。
Behold, Watase! This is the truth!
In that moment. Here we go. Oh my god, this is so cool! The surroundings suddenly burned up in flames. The landscape of Lake Rokame changed to the side of Rokame City Hospital. Oh my god! And time reversed to that night. Root Devil! Hell yeah!
Wataru! Leave me and save yourself!
What are you saying? There's no way in hell I can do that! That night, Watase Kasasagi ran away from the flames with his twin sister Wataru. Didn't I tell you that if you were in grave danger, I'd save you even if it cost me my life?
But we'll both die at this rate! You might still have a chance to get out of here by yourself!
Oh, Watase, you can't give up! You have to keep on fighting on and on until the bitter end! If you want to die, you can do that later! The Great Rokame City Arson. That was what the events of that night would come to be called. Watase inherited his sister's dying wish, setting his sights on joining the rescue squad. Everything set into motion that night. For that night was the curtain raiser of the city's secret story 16 years in the making. Elsewhere that same night, a government official passed away. His daughter, Anna Tsubakiyama, stared at her late father's workplace and muttered to herself,
お父さん約束
Daddy,
守るからね
I'll keep my promise.
それまで天国からエナを見ててね
So please, watch over me in heaven until then. Okay? She made a solemn oath to protect what her father had died trying to. But she was still unaware of the truth behind her father's death, of what exactly he was trying to protect. A single communicator, Alison Flom. A woman once called a monster and a witch. She was the trigger to the Great Rokami City arson. Was confined in Labo after the incident. And while she lived in confinement, she fell in love with a certain researcher and conceived a child. But in exchange for giving life to her daughter, Alice lost her own life after delivery. Miyoko Tenkawa named Alice's daughter Yui. The girl who would later become known as Salyu lived the first 13 years of her life as a test subject raised in Labo. The entire series of events was concealed by Labo and the Rokami City government. That truth disappeared into darkness and was eventually forgotten. Time passed, and 7 years later, Watase succeeded his late sister's dying wish and became a rescue worker. He saved 2 young girls from a collapsing apartment after a gas explosion.
大丈夫か
Are you okay?
大丈夫かすぐに安全な場所に連れて行ってやるからな
Are you okay? I'm gonna get you to a safe place soon. Just hold on tight.
Among the 2 girls, one died and the other survived. The surviving girl, June Maribe, came to adore the hero who had saved her. The girl who died was Nagisa Tachibana. Her death triggered her older sister, Kazumi Tachibana, to set her sights on a new way of life.
お姉ちゃんが消防士に
You're gonna be a firefighter, sis?
なんで急にそんなこと
But what? Oh, this is so sudden.
急にじゃないわ考え抜いた結果よ
No, it isn't. I've thought everything through, and this is the conclusion I've reached. Since she could not save her sister's life, she decided to work to save the lives of others instead. But in reality, Nagisa had lived. After the accident, her death was faked and she was confined in Labo. Nagisa wished desperately to see her sister again. And so 3 months after she was confined, she set out to escape from Labo.
係数が発生しました
Of course, we wouldn't go the true ending without hearing this again. A case N has just been detected.
緊急事態につきセキュリティ
In
を
accordance with blah 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 blah, blocking blah blah. But her intentions only led to a new tragedy. For that day, 2 children happened to be in Labo and got caught in the ensuing case N.
ごめんユーリ僕がユーリを連れてきたせいで
I'm sorry, Yuri. It's all because I took you with me.
It's okay, Hikarin. 一緒にいられて嬉しかったよ And what? That you stayed with me until the very end.
To save Yuri Katono, Natsuko Tenkawa used telepathy for the very first time in his life. His message reached his mother and the 2 children were saved, but the mother lied to her son.
夏彦落ち着いて聞いて
Natsuko, please calm down and listen carefully.
ユーリちゃんは
Yuri,
ゆうべ息を引き取ったわ
Yuri breathed her last breath last night.
そんな
No way!
うわ
The lie the mother meant to protect her son ended up crushing his mind. The girl who held Natsuko in her thoughts, Mashiro Toba, hell yeah! Was shocked to see his transfiguration.
ねえ、どうしちゃったの、夏彦。
Hello, D. Von Fiegel. Welcome to the stream.
Hi. What's wrong, Natsuhiko?
ゆうりちゃんの死を知ってからずっとこうなの。
He's been like that ever since he learned about Yori's death.
事実を認められず心を閉ざしてしまったんだわ。
He couldn't come to terms with the truth, and he shut his mind away.
No.
That day, Mashiro swore upon her heart that she would support Natsuko until he returned to normal. But again, just like Nagisa, Yuri had lived. Her death was faked and she was confined in Labo. In an attempt to return Natsuko to normal, she tried to erase all of his memories of her. But she couldn't bear to do it, and gave him falsified memories instead.
ごめんなさい。私にはできませんでした。
I'm sorry, Professor. I just couldn't do it.
それでいいわ。
That's fine, dear.
夏彦が目覚める前に行きましょう。
Let's go before Natsuko wakes up. And thus the two children were torn apart. But as before, the truth was concealed, and the crime disappeared into the darkness once more. The tragedy left a deep wound on those at fault, and yet the days continued afterward. Natsuko lived with the phantom Yuri as Mashiro watched over him. Watase became the captain of Sirius and reunited with Kazami. Jun set her sights on joining the rescue squad just as Kazami had. Yuri, Salyu, and Nagisa continued life deep underground in Labo, never allowed to see each other. A long time passed, and eventually their fakes began to flow. Anna joined the ESP Bureau to follow in her father's footsteps. Akita joined Q to pursue his own justice, and Watase became Akita's comrade to seek vengeance for Wataru. Yuri manipulated Salyu's memory just to allow her outside. Once Salyu was outside of Labo, Dr. Shinkawa explained Rokumitsu's public order to her. Mashiro investigated Q on her own and told Natsuko how they had once been a citizen group. And finally, Kazami and Jun came to Labo as rescue workers, completely oblivious to anything else. And every event, every memory that had led up to this very moment, Natsuko had seen it all. By itself, each memory was no more than a fragment. A worthless scrap of information.
それをつなぎ合わせれば
But if you connect them all together,
The multitude of memories wove into a single message! The words Natsuko wanted to tell Watase!
聞け渡せ
listen up, Watase.
これが16年前の事件のもう一つの真相だ
This is the other truth to the incident 16 years ago.
テロ組織ではなかった。
Who was
単なる善意の市民団体だったのだ。
Who was once not a terrorist organization. We're a simple citizen group with good intentions.
その市民団体の迫害がきっかけで A の N 化は一気に進行
The purpose of the persecution of that citizen group triggers A's identification to progress all the way to completion.
そしてあの事件が起きた
And then that tragedy occurred.
Q と名乗り始める前の組織名は反 BC 連盟。
The voice name Q took was the Anti-BC League.
反 BC 連盟。
The Anti-BC League.
反 BC 連盟。
The Anti-BC League! When strung together, the words said in the past were in single meaning.
反 BC 連盟この名前に覚えはないか
The Anti-BC League. That name sound familiar?
思い出せ渡せお前は16年前にこの団体を見ている
Remember, Watase, you've seen that very group 16 years ago. Ah!
As soon as Natsuko said that, Watase recalled his own memories.
我々は市民団体反 BC 連盟
Oh, it's the same dude.
We are the citizen group known as the Anti-BC League.
何なんだ
Hell's this?
ああ、近頃街を騒がせてる BC 排斥派の市民団体だね。
Oh, they must be that BC rejection citizen group that's been troubling the city recently.
Ah!
思い出したか
Remember?
あの時お前と渡さんが超神剣の前で見た市民団体
They're the citizen group that you and Wataru saw in front of the PRC back then.
コミュニケーター A を N 化に追い込んだ奴ら
They're the ones that drove Communicator A to Nification.
それが後の Q だ
They're the ones who formed Q.
That was the first truth they need to tell Watase. The next was the truth the incident 9 years ago.
反 BC 連盟のメンバーは同時多発火災の犯人として
Well, Watase already knew this part. You don't think BC League members were arrested for the Great Rokami City Arson, but
数年後チリチリになったメンバーを集め現在の組織を再結成したのだ
We gathered up our scattered members a few years later and rebuilt the organization to its current form.
そして9年前にこの6名市で一度だけ小規模な破壊活動を行った
And in the spring 9 years ago, they conducted just one small-scale destructive activity.
コミュニケーターの住居が直接破壊活動の標的となったの。
Communicator residences were the target of direct destructive activity.
その時標的となった建物は半壊し、死者も出たわ。
And the targeted homes were partially destroyed, and some people even died.
しかし治安の良さを売りにしてる政令指定機密都市で事件が起きたとなると騒ぎになるだろう
But it would have caused a huge uproar if such a huge incident happened in a government-designated top-secret city. Its entire point was to have high public order, wouldn't it?
だから市の連中はその事件自体をもみ消しただの事故として処理したんだ
So instead, the city government hushed those incidents and treated them as mere accidents.
その時標的となった建物は
And the targeted homes were
私たちの住む家、6名市営団地。
at the Rokame Municipal Apartment Complex. No, they aren't, Void Dweller. Those are Enna's bosses that died. Hearing those words brought back Watase's memories as well.
そんなあの団地が Q の標的に
No way! That apartment complex was targeted by Q?
そういうことだ
That's right, Watase.
9年前にこの町に戻ってきて破壊活動を行った
9 years ago, they returned to the city and conducted destructive activity.
つまり6名市立団地の事故はただのガス爆発によるものじゃない
In other words, the incident in the Rokame Municipal Apartment Complex was no ordinary gas explosion.
Oh, really, Guppy Force? So this sequence uses information that's only found in the optional full version of the memory. That is so cool, Guppy Force.
Q の破壊活動によって爆破されたんじゃないのか
It was a bomb attack from Q, wasn't it?
待てそんなのは推察に過ぎないだろ証拠はどこにある
Wait, that's nothing but conjecture, isn't it? Where's the proof?
証拠はなくて判断材料はあるお前は
Haha! I've played enough Ace Attorney to know this. Even without proof, there's enough material to pass judgment. Inside your memory, that is. What? Take that!
お前はずっとこの町でレスキュー隊員をやってきたんだろうだったらきっとわかるはずだ
You've been doing rescue work in this city for years and years, haven't you? And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
9年前の春にこの町で建物が半壊した事故はそしてその中で死者が出た事例は
9 years ago in the spring, a building was partially destroyed, and people died inside.
6名市営団地ガス爆発事故以外に1件でも起きたか
Was there even one other incident like that besides the Rokame Municipal Apartment Complex gas explosion? God, that's a mouthful to say. They really need to shorten that. Ah!
9 years ago in the spring, Q carried out destructive activity. It was an incident where homes were partially destroyed and people died. Yet, it was treated as an accident. What could that incident be referring to? The lack of any other matching incidents made the answer clear. After a long silent pause, Watase muttered the answer.
No, there were no other such incidents. The only spring 2021 incident in the city that met those conditions was the one where Nagisa died.
I gotta read Giace's comment. Sorry.
So you see, the conclusion that I'm building up to is that this is all Ukita's fault.
And then from a helicopter up above, you hear like in the distance, "Oh, for the love of God, really? For fuck's sake!" Thank you, Giace. That was the answer they had arrived at. The one single truth that would move Watase's heart and change its mind. And then, Watase returned to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Yeah, I'm just teasing Void Dweller. He was at a loss for words. Watase had remembered the memories of non-people at a single chain of events. It was a more lifelike experience compared to the telepathy he had received in the control room. It felt as if he had seen 16 years of Rokame City's history in an instant.
Is this what you wanted to tell me, Natsuhiko? Yes. So the Great Arson and the Rokame Municipal Apartment Complex gas
God damn it! They really need to shorten that fucking name. It sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud. It's like the greatest, most terrible tragedy that ever occurred in mankind, except it's not supposed to be with a hint of irony like it is in Danganronpa.
Were both caused by Q.
Natsuko sternly nodded. The truth behind those incidents had been covered up by the efforts of various people. But no matter how hard they tried to hide it, the truth remained within the fragments of memories.
So tell me, Watase. Are you still going to say with the organization that caused Wataru's death?
Watase gritted his teeth and hung his head. Countless instances of malice exist in the city in all these 16 years. But just as many instances of justice exist in the city as well. Q was no more than a single instance, but still.
It's the organization that wrecked Kazami's, Moriba's, and Teach's lives, isn't it?
Watase finally understood.
So in the end, does terrorism really beget nothing but tragedy? I thought that nothing would change without sacrifices. But then, that makes me the same as the Rokame City government. The same damn government that doesn't mind sacrificing others for the sake of public order, for the sake of science, for the sake of money and self-protection.
Watase lifted his head and looked at Natsuko and Yori.
Watase, you and I are different in just about every way. I will never be you, and I will probably never understand you from the bottom of my heart.
But if even two people can never come to mutual understanding, you gotta say it, Natsuko. You gotta say it! If they compromise and search together, they're sure to find a brand new route to take. After hearing those words, Watase's convictions finally crumbled.
Yeah.
Watase quietly lowered his gun, and then he wordlessly looked up to the night sky. Sparkling stars dotted the whole sky. The stars were spread out far apart and never seemed to overlap. Much in the same way that human hearts never do. The distance between them all was hopelessly far. But
Regardless, we strive for mutual understanding, without ever abandoning the desire to walk side by side.
once he reached the epiphany of what people were meant to do, he felt the dark intentions that had been ruling him finally fade away. Woo! Eventually, a wind-cutting sound approached from the distance. The helicopter's silhouette drew down from the night sky. Woohoo! Reach double before crime after days extended edition! Let's fucking go! Woohoo! My god! That was a badass ending. Loved it. Seriously. Oh my god. Ooh, that was thrilling. That was absolutely thrilling. Oh my god. Ooh, what a rush. What a fucking rush. Seriously. And I do know that there's a lot of epilogue, but goddamn was that a good ending. I'm just filled with nothing but like great feelings from that true ending. Seriously, fan-fucking-tastic. This game, I will still maintain, is massively underrated. Just like to the point of ridiculousness that there's no fan works, nothing. Like, it's just a crime. It is literally a before crime. You have to get to the after days where there's an actual fan base for this game, like there is for like the other Uchikoshi, Nakazawa, like Kodaka Works, Ace Attorney, you know. Seriously. My god. The amount of work that was put into this with like the art and the like the characters and like just everything. Fucking hell. And it's also the fact that this world has so much potential. You know, you could easily make more stories in this world. Like, especially with the whole idea of changing people's memories. Could, like, just be a whole game unto itself, really. Like, with a character who has that ability from the beginning. Like, oh my god. Fantastic characters, plotting, just the pacing, for the most part, the pacing was great. For the most part. A and B had fantastic pacing. D kind of slowed down, I will admit. It killed some of the hype, but definitely not all of it. Definitely not all of it. And still, an extremely fantastic experience. Here's Chad Watase right there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta say, that whole thing with the true ending of like, the true purpose of BC is not to like forge memories, but to literally show people the whole truth of an incident. I thought that was a beautiful ending. Really. It took me by surprise because I was thinking like, how are they gonna get out of this? But goddamn, that was a beautiful way to end it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, just wow. Root Devil. Before Crime After Days Extended Edition. Hell the fuck yeah. Now we get 2 hours of epilogue, I think. Regista. Excellent job. Oh my god. Rank S level 6 Packers. Is this the fan translation team? Or is this all y'all right here? The translators and the testing team as well. Localization. Incredible job to G-Ace and everyone else who oh, this is from the Kickstarter. It was a Kickstarter. Oh wow. Oh, these are backer credits. Oh my god. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's alright. So if I click, it won't skip anything else after this? If I click? I had no idea that this was a Kickstarter. Oh my god. I gotta say, more things I just want to say. It won't, I'll click then.
あなたの愛するものは
Oh,
どこへ行ったか
what is this?
あなたの愛するものはどこへ赴いたか私たちはあなたと共に訪ねよう旧約聖書画家
Where?
6章
I know this is probably a video, so I shouldn't click anything. Asterisks. Okay. September 19th, 2030. Early afternoon. I gotta say, Natsuhiko's character development. Awesome. Loved it. Like, seriously. Oh my god, that was so cool. I really loved it. I can't believe he didn't say I'll take the Root Devil, though. God damn it. We have Rose saying, like, we'll end these Rose Guns days, but we can't have Natsuhiko say, I choose
Root Devil!
Like, god damn it. That was the one thing missing from the ending. Alright, let's go. Start this epilogue. Early afternoon, September 19th, 2030. 3 days after the incident. At the White Tiger Gate. One of the gates that surround Rokami City. The woman stood alone. There were circles beneath her eyes, and her expression also revealed the slightest sense of exhaustion. But a fierce will shone in her eyes. It wasn't long before she heard the sound of a car engine driving towards her from the other side. The car passed through the gate, then drove up next to the woman and stopped. It was a red French sedan. The driver's door opened, revealing a woman in a suit.
お疲れ様です天川博士
Thank you for your hard work, Dr. Tenkawa. The woman quickly replied to Anna's greeting.
ご足労痛み入ります椿山管理官
Commissioner! Thank you for taking your trouble to come here, Commissioner Tsubakiyama. The woman, Miyoko Tenkawa, had received a call from Anna and waited for her to arrive at the city gate. Not to be outdone by Miyoko, Anna's face looked just as exhausted. But anyone could see that her eyes matched Miyoko's in intensity.
直接お会いするのは久しぶりですねそちらはどうでした
It's been a long time since we've met in person, hasn't it? How are things on your end?
事後処理に 不眠不休で当たっております。
Dealing with the whole aftermath without sleep or rest is starting to catch up to me.
やはりお疲れのご様子で。
I thought so. You look quite worn out.
いいえ、このくらい。あの子たちの受難を考えれば当然のことです。
Oh, no, this is nothing. It's a trivial matter compared to the suffering those children have been through.
ところですみません。あの子たちは。
Incidentally, if you don't mind me asking, how are they doing?
ご安心ください。天川君たちは皆我々超過局が保護し。
Please rest assured. Your son and everyone else are in the custody of the ESP Bureau.
現在は安全なところで怪我の治療に当たっております。
Right, that's right. Natsuko was like shot to shit. Thank God. He needs. I forgot. It's easy to forget that during all this, Natsuko needed a lot of medical attention. Their injuries are currently being treated at a safe place.
よかった。ありがとうございます。
Thank goodness, and thank you.
いえ、それも当然のことです。
No, it's only a matter of course.
我々超過局の対応が遅れたため、事態があんなにも悪化してしまったのですから。
Though the situation has gotten much worse as a result of how slow we at the ESP Bureau were to act.
とんでもない。やはり今回の一件はどこまで行っても我々の責任。
Don't be,
ひいては私の責任です。
don't be ridiculous. When you get down to it, this incident was entirely our responsibility, and by extension my own.
私は危険体たちを救おうと思いつつも、結局最後まで行動できなかったんですから。
You see, I'd considered trying to save the test subjects, but in the end I could just never bring myself to act. Miyako looked down in shame when she said that.
挙句の果てに救えなかった子。
And in the end, one of them never made it out alive.
渚さんのことですか。
You mean Miss Nagisa, don't you?
ええ。あの子は私の担当ではありませんでしたが、それでも。
Yes. I may not have been in charge of her, but even so.
いつかゆうりちゃんやゆいと共に外に出してあげたいと思っていたんです。
I'd hoped that I could someday let her go free into the outside world, along with Yuri and Yui. Miyoko gritted her teeth. Anna took her hand and spoke.
博士、お気持ちお察しします。
Professor, I know how you feel.
しかし今だけは後悔している時ではありません。
But the time for regret will have to wait for later. Now's not the time.
我々にはやることがたくさんあるのですから。
There is much we have to do after all.
そうですね。
You're right. Miyoko gripped Anna's hand back and spoke.
渚ちゃんたちの敵討ち。
To avenge Nagisa and the others.
そして今までに殺され踏みにじられてきたあらゆる人々の敵を取るため。
And to ensure closure for everyone whose lives were trampled on or snuffed out along the way. Suddenly Miyoko heard more cars approaching from beyond the city gate. There wasn't just one or two of them. Over 10 cars filled with members of the ESP Bureau passed through the gates and invaded Rokume City.
始めましょう。この町の大掃除を。
Let's begin. It's time to clean up this city! Alonzi! Yes, you're goddamn right. The woman then looked to the city. Spread out before them was the townscape of this government-designated top-secret city, swirling with deceit and malice. The incident that had occurred in the 6th Laboratory of Atomic and Biological Organization had sparked a worldwide phenomenon. And with that, the many incidents that occurred and been covered up for the last 16 years have all been brought to light one after another, staring the truth behind Labo. Now they couldn't return to Rokume City. Ah, oh wow. That's a shame though. Natsuko and the others were spread out all over the country after the incident to elude their pursuers' eyes. That does make sense. They all then set out on all sorts of new ventures. Natsuko, Yuri, Mashu, and Sayu appealed to public opinion through the media, revealing the truth they had seen as living witnesses of the incident. Watase and Okita were tried as terrorists by the law, but their sentences were greatly reduced as compensation for their full cooperation in exterminating Q. Hell yeah, they got a plea deal. That's good. So they'll probably get just a few years, considering they could take down a full organization. June made a direct appeal to her father, one of the city council members, and took action to drastically restructure Rokume City. The journey was a long one, but Kazami supported June all the way. Finally, Anna and Dr. Shinkawa stayed in Rokume City together and fully cooperated with the ESP Bureau's full investigation of Labo and the Rokume City government's other offenses. Akita joined them once he was released from prison. Together they worked to ensure that someday they could establish a PC research facility rooted in social justice. Chaos reigned through society for a while, but it gradually calmed down, and peace began to return to the world. These are fragments of the memories that took place over that year. So 1 year, I see. Unforgettable. Unforgettable. Memories with Anasu Bakayama. Watase turned himself over to the police after escaping Labo. Kazami and June tried to stop him, but he wouldn't hear a word of it. He figured nothing would change unless he was officially tried by the law. 12 days passed since then. Watase, whose name was replaced with the designation number 0087, waited in his cell at a detention center for the day of his trial to arrive.
Ah, damn, I'm bored.
Watase sighed in a single-man cell set aside for political prisoners. Whoa! That's serious. With no one to talk to, he had nothing to do until his trial date. Oh wow, so all the characters have an epilogue scene here if you got their respective character flag in Route A and B. Oh, that is so cool, Chie's. He at least did some muscle training to kill the time, but it wasn't like he could do that all day long. My god, he's like die of fucking boredom. Solitary confinement, jeez.
Is it time for my trial yet?
Oh, there's no flag for Ukita. Oh, poor Ukita. Oh, that's kind of sad, actually. Ukita doesn't have a character flag. Well, that's sad, Guppy Force. Just as he thought that, he heard the voice of the prison guard calling from outside.
Number 87, you have a visitor. A visitor? From me?
It was probably Kazami or perhaps June. At any rate, the security guard escorted Watase to the visitor's room. Waiting for him there was...
久しぶりね、隊長さん。
It's been a while, Captain Kasasaki.
Teach?
Now that was someone Watase hadn't expected to see.
What's wrong? What'd you come all the way out here for?
あら、ご挨拶ね。あなたに会いたくてせっかくやってきたのに。
Now that's a cold greeting. I came here because I wanted to see you. And this is the thanks I get?
というのは冗談。実はあなたに相談があってね。
Sorry, that was a joke. The truth is that there's something I wanted to discuss with you.
And what would that be?
私たちの捜査に協力してほしいのよ。
I was wondering if you'd help us out with our investigation. Anna then began to explain. Your sentence will be greatly reduced in exchange for helping us wipe out Q. In short, that was her proposal.
つまり一種の司法取引よ。
Essentially, it's kind of a plea bargaining.
日本には司法取引のシステムはないけど、裁判に関する諸制度を応用することでそれに近いことができるわ。
Oh, really? They don't? Well, that seems like they should. Like, how else would you take down big, like, criminal organizations? Japan has no plea bargaining system, but you can achieve a similar result with the application of multiple trial-related systems.
I see.
Watase pondered the matter once he'd heard Enna's side of the story. He had no guilt about selling out his comrades. Now that he knew his Q's indiscriminate acts of destruction that had sent everyone's lives off track, he too wished for the organization's elimination.
どう？悪い話じゃないと思うけど。
Then, doesn't sound bad, does it?
ああ、確かに悪くはない。
Yeah, you got that right.
しかし、気になる点が一つ。
But there's one thing that bothers me.
先生はどうしてそこまでしてくれるんだ？
Why are you going so far for me?
Huh?
俺は Q の末端構成員だぞ。俺の協力なんかなくたって捜査にさほど支障はないだろう。
I'm pretty much a nobody in the whole role organization. Your investigation would probably proceed just fine without my help.
なのに、どうしてわざわざこんな取引を？
So why are you going out of your way to make a deal with me?
そうね。まあ、理由はいろいろあるけど。
Good question. Well, there are several reasons. The first of which being is I just like you. I think you're pretty cool.
あなたともう一度一緒に何かしてみたくなったのよ。
But I'd have to say it's because I wanted to do something with you again.
Huh?
Anna smiled and watched his confused response.
あの日、あなたと過ごした9時間。
I spent 9 hours with you on that day.
敵が誰かもわからない中、火や煙や WX 粒子に追われてラボの中を駆け回ったこと。
I had to run all around Labo, pursued by fire, smoke, and WX particles. All without a clue who I could trust.
あの時はただ怖くて辛くて逃げ出したくて同僚を失ったことが悲しくて心細くて。
I was so scared and in pain back then that I just wanted to run away. The loss of my colleagues left me lonely and discouraged. She hid her feelings about this so well. Seriously, a consummate professional. My god.
二度とこんな目に遭いたくないって思ったわ。
I never want to go through another experience like that ever again.
なのにどうしてかしらね。
And yet, for some reason,
なんだかあの日のことが少しだけ懐かしく感じられるのよ。
I remember the events of that day a little fondly.
ねえ隊長さん、私思うの。
Hey, you know what I think, Captain Kasasagi?
私が逃げ出さずに済んだのはきっとあなたのおかげだって。
I believe that it was thanks to you, that I didn't end up running away in fear.
記憶がなくても無力でもみんなのために一生懸命頑張っていた隊長さんの姿を見ていたから。
You were powerless and had no memories, yet you worked your hardest for everyone else. Seeing you like that is what gives me the courage I needed.
そう。
I see.
He thought back to that day. He didn't remember it fondly at all. He lost 2 comrades, got innocent people hurt, and failed to save one of the girls he tried to rescue. All those were crosses he had to bear. But in spite of all that,
There is one thing I remember fondly.
that thing was his amnesiac self. Yeah, Amnesia Watase was really sweet. That other Watase would vanish once he got his memories back. That man had been justice incarnate. That's kind of like an ideal he wants to live up to now, I guess. A pure soul who only cared about saving everyone else, heedless of the risk that he could lose his life in the process. He didn't hesitate for a moment, no matter what stood in his way. That man was probably gone forever. Oh, that's really sad. If that man had been a radiant light, then what would that make the current Watase a dark shadow?
No.
Watase clenched his fist with that thought. He felt the flame in his chest that had sputtered out in the detention center roar to life once again.
これから私たちは社会に潜む悪意との戦いを始めるわ。
We are going to start a fight against the malice that lurks in society.
敵は9だけじゃない。六名士やラボや BC にまつわるあらゆる犯罪行為を摘発していくの。
Q isn't our only enemy. We're planning to expose the Rokume City government, Labo, and all manners of BC-related criminal activity. What do you say? Want to join the Men in Black?
おそらくまた辛くて厳しい戦いになると思う。
It'll be another rough and arduous battle.
だけど隊長さんと一緒なら負けずに頑張れるんじゃないかって気がするのよ。
What if we had you with us? I have a feeling we'll be able to pull through and emerge as the victors in the end.
私弱いかしら。
Or maybe I'm just weak. And I said that with a self-deprecating laugh. Ah. Watase answered clearly.
いや強いよ。
No, you're strong.
君は強い。きっと俺なんかよりずっとな。
Believe me, you're far stronger than the likes of me.
Huh? A faint tinge of red covered on his cheeks. She looked away and muttered something in a tiny voice.
吊り橋効果がまだ続いてるのかしら。
Could the suspension bridge effect still be going on?
今なんて
I assume that's similar to like Stockholm or something like that.
Huh? You say something?
なんでもないわ。
Nothing. Oh, Kazami, you lucky bitch. Anna quickly glossed over what she'd been mumbling and looked Watase in the eye.
それじゃあ改めて答えを聞きましょうか。
Then let me hear your answer one more time.
隊長さん、私たちの戦いに力を貸してくれる？
Captain Kasasagi, will you lend us your strength in our fight?
もちろんだ。
Of course.
Watase nodded and answered reassuringly.
もう一度戦いを始めよう。今度は君と俺でな。
Time to go on the battlefield once again. Together this time.
Anna smiled happily when she heard that, much like the smile of any normal girl. Newfound partnership. Memories with Kazami! As Watase walked out on the prison's back gate, the prison guard gave him the same tired line he gave everybody. Oh, so this takes place right after that, I guess. Okay,
もう
we'll
こんなと
see.
ころ来るんじゃないぞ。
And don't you ever come back here?
もちろんです。
But of course.
いろいろお世話になりました。
Thanks for all your help.
Watase deeply bowed his head when he said that. Then turned around and walked out into the outside world for the first time in about a year. He took a great deep breath.
やっぱシャバの空気はうまいぜ。
Fresh air really does taste the best.
That line is just about as cliched as the guards had been, but he was only being half serious.
さてこれからどうするか
Well then, what to do now?
Right, I know it wasn't right after, but it's like, yeah, it's a couple months after.
Well then, what to do now?
He was glad he was finally out, but he didn't have a place to stay the night. The plan had been for Enna to pick him up and take him to his new temporary residence. But she was nowhere to be found.
Did something come up?
Just as he thought that, a voice called out to him from behind. What to say? Hell yeah! Woo! Watase turned around in surprise to see none other than Kazami standing there.
風見お前どうして
Wow, this CG looks 1990s as fuck, and I am here for it. God, I love this CG.
Kazami, why are you here?
椿山さんが教えてくれたの。今日あなたが出てくるって。
Miss Tsubakiyama told me you were being released today.
What?
Anna was being far too considerate. Yeah, Anna, wow, being what a good sport. Dang. She'd gone ahead and arranged for this even though Watase hadn't asked for it.
それよりお前こんなところに来て大丈夫なんだ
Oh wait. More importantly, is it even okay for you to even be here?
大丈夫って？
What do you mean?
お前マスコミとか各監査機関とかに目をつけられてんだろ
Aren't you being targeted by the press or sorts of examination authorities or whatever?
Kazami was currently one of the few ability level 6 communicators in all of Japan. Oh, yeah, that's right, I forgot about that. She just got supercharged. Though she was keeping that a secret from the world, she was also one of the victims of the Labo incident. Watase had heard from Enna that she's been living a secluded life, just like Natsuko and the others. That's why she'd never come to visit Watase in prison. Okay, that I was wondering that. And why he thought he'd never see her again.
出所したばかりの囚人と会ってたらどんな記事書かれるかわからないぞ
You realize what kind of articles they'll write if they find out you met up with someone who literally just got out of prison?
構わないわ。
I don't care.
そういうわけにいくかよ超過局の監視だって
I can't let you act that way. Even the SP Bureau is keeping an eye on.
構わないって言ってるでしょ？
Didn't you hear me? I just said I don't care. The force in Kazami's voice discouraged him from speaking further. Watase swallowed what he'd been about to say and watched silently.
そんなことどうだっていいじゃない。
None of that matters to me. Oh, look at tears in her eyes.
この日が来るのをずっと待ってたんだから。
Woo! Because I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Watase then noticed her eyes were brimming with tears.
Kazami,
私がどれだけあなたに会いたかったか分かってないのね。
You don't know just how much I missed you, do you?
2年前いきなり別れ話されて1年待ってようやくあなたの真意が分かって。
First, you suddenly break up with me 2 years ago. Then I finally learned the reason why after a year of waiting.
もう一度やり直せると思ったらまた離れ離れって。
And the moment I thought we could get a first start together, you disappear again.
勝手するのもいい加減にしなさい。
I've had it up to here with your selfishness. Slap him!
何よ1年ぶりに会ったのに優しい言葉の一つもかけず迷惑そうな顔して。
I finally meet you again for the first time in a year. And what do I get? No words of comfort, just a cold shoulder!
超過局がどうとかマスコミがどうとかそんなの本当どうでもいいわよ。
Slap him and then frickin' make out with him for 5 hours. Do it! Do it, Kazami! Do it! The ESP Bureau and the media can go to hell for all I care! None of that matters to me!
椿山さんにはしょっちゅう会ってるくせに私には手紙一つよこさないし。
Woo! You met with Miss Tsubakiyama all the time. You never sent me a single goddamn letter!
あいやそれはその
Well, I'm sorry about that.
A year of pent-up emotions from Kazami came shooting out of her mouth all at once. Watase was stunned by the look on her face. He'd never seen that kind of expression from her ever before.
大体あなたねちゃんと約束覚えてるの？
Besides, don't you remember our promise?
エンジンルームで私にキスした時言ったでしょ？
Don't you remember what you said back when we kissed in the engine room?
ここを出たらまた一緒に公園を歩こうって。
You said, let's go for a walk to the park again if we make it out of here. Remember?
覚えてるよ。覚えてるけど。
Of course I do. I remember, but...
Watase's face suddenly grew dead serious as he tried to calm Kazami.
分かってるのか？俺は無所帰りなんだぞ。
Watase, you literally just got a job offer. From like a high-profile government organization. Nobody cares that you're an ex-con with that.
Did you get it, Kazami? I'm an ex-convict.
しかもラボを爆破した元テロリストであり、Q から見れば裏切り者だ。
What's worse, I'm the terrorist who destroyed Labo, and from Q's perspective, I'm a traitor.
6名士にも Q にも俺を憎むやつや恨むやつ、命を狙うやつだっているだろう。
There are probably guys in the Rokume City government and Q who hate my guts. Some probably even want me dead.
俺なんかと一緒にいたら不幸になるだけだ。
You could never be happy being with someone like me.
なんかねそんなちんけな脅しで私があっさり身を引くと思ってるの？
Hell yeah! Woo! You idiot. Baka. Do you really think a wimpy little threat like that is all it'll take to get me to leave you? Hell yeah! Woo!
Wimpy, are you?
私ね強くなったのよ。
I've grown strong, you know.
渚をまた失って3ヶ月ほど泣いて暮らしたけど。
I spent 3 months in tears after losing Nagisa again. Oh, I do know that, GAs. I just meant in Watase's case. Yeah, I remember that. I do know that. But in Watase's case in specific, he literally just got a job, you know, with Anna. I spent 3 months in tears after losing Nagisa again.
あなたがいなくても乗り越えることができたの。
But I was able to overcome that even without you around.
私はもうあなたをただ待ち続けるだけの女じゃないわ。
I'm no longer the kind of woman who'll just keep waiting for you.
あなたが嫌だって言ってもついていくからね。
From now on, I'm sticking with you no matter how much you protest. Kazami stared Watase dead in the eye. There was indeed a strong light in her eyes, but
There's that part about her where she pushes herself too far.
Watase knew that. Kazami was probably under the surveillance of VC officials throughout Japan, just like Natsuko and the others were. He didn't expect there to be any woman who could live under that kind of pressure all by herself. But she pushed all that aside, went to see Watase, and bared these feelings to him for the first time in her life. Watase felt heartfelt respect for her resolve.
悪かったよ、風見。
Fucking hell, Watase. Don't do this!
I'm sorry, Kazami.
1年も待たせてごめんな。
God damn it! Don't do that, Watase! Don't do that kind of thing!
I'm sorry I kept you waiting a year. I'll keep my promise.
Woo! Yeah! Watase said that, then looked at Kazami. She was no ordinary woman. She was a level 6 communicator who had once hated Watase enough to want him dead.
And that is hot as hell.
Neither of them knew if she'd one day become enified. Perhaps she would turn into an uncontrollable monster. But despite that, Watase wanted to respond to her feelings earnestly.
ただ、また恋人に戻ろうとは言えないな。
You better follow that up with something else.
However, I'm not gonna suggest we start dating again.
Huh? Watase, you better be throwing a curveball again.
恋人じゃ嫌なんだよ。
I know what. Oh my god, I know what he's gonna say! I know what he's gonna do! I've heard this one before, Watase, and it's really mean, but I'm sure she'll forgive you afterward!
I don't want you to be my girlfriend.
Watase said that, walked up to Kazami, and embraced her. Yes!
結婚しよう、風見。
Yeah! Woohoo! Yes!
Kazami, will you marry me?
The woman in his arms gasped. Before long, she gave him the biggest, most relieved smile he had ever seen from her. That is such a mean trick. I will. Woohoo! Yeah! Eternal promise. Woohoo! Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yeah! Yes! Awesome! Awesome! That is so amazing. God, that was great. This game is so good. Memories with June Maribe. It had been exactly 1 year since the incident at Labo. Watase and Kazami visited Rokume City together. There was something important they had to take care of there. But there was somewhere they stopped at beforehand. It was the Rokume City Central Fire Station. Watase and Kazami's former workplace.
あの子遅いわね。12時に出てくるって言ったのに。
Ah, she sure is late. She said she'd be out right at noon and still no sign. It is freezing out here.
Yeah, I can see that.
まさか出場でもかかったのかしら。
You don't think she's on a dispatch, do you? Kazami said that worryingly as she looked at the front gate of the fire station. Watase smiled wryly and answered her.
そんなことないだろう。大方司令長に捕まってるんじゃないか。
Of course not. Perhaps the commander's just keeping her tied up.
Watase and Kazami had planned to meet June at this spot today. They were going to take care of the business here together with June. That said, June had work today, so she said she could only get out at lunch during lunch break. And right at that moment...
ごめんごめん、遅くなった。
Ah! Sorry, I'm late! Whew. They saw June rushing out of the fire station.
オリベ。
Ah, Maribe!
いやー、久しぶり、二人とも。
Woo-wee! Long time no see, guys! June ran up to them and gave them a broad grin.
元気そうね、ジュン。
You sure are looking well, June.
元気元気。っていうかもう大変だよ。
Damn straight! At least that's what I'd like to say. But I'm in a big jam.
何しろシリウスも二人殉職して二人辞めちゃったから人材不足でね。
You see, we're kind of understaffed here, Sirius, with you know, you and the camp and, you know, getting hitched and, you know, going into hiding and all. See, now 2 members died in the line of duty while 2 others resigned.
そうか。
I see.
Watase felt pain run through his heart at those words. Hello, Evles. Well, that's really kind of you. I love it. I love it, Evles. I love it so much.
ああ、そうやってしょげないの。
Oh, no need to get down about it.
司令長たちも最初は悲しんだり混乱したりしてたけど、
The commander and the others were sad and confused at first.
今はもうすっかり立ち直ってシリウス再建のために頑張ってるから。
But we're now all completely back on our feet and working our asses off to rebuild Sirius.
私もシリウスの長い一日を生き残った女として隊を引っ張ってるよ。
I've been leading the squad as the famous woman who survived Sirius' longest day. I'll be the captain.
頼もしいじゃないか。
Wow, I can see why they'd rely on you.
Everyone in the fire department had come to call the dispatch to Labo Sirius' longest day. Yeah, and so June became a legendary commander. Though the details have apparently been a bit exaggerated over time. Boy, I can't. Seriously, you should see the stories they came up with. They say we fought some crazy ass psychic monsters in the lab and, like, you know, went through this whole kind of Metroidvania and, like, you know, had to go through locked doors and fight terrorists and. Woo! I swear that, like, we're in talks to get a movie and a video game adaptation for all that. For everything that they said went on in Labo. My god. Having lived to tell the tale also brought a huge boost to June's career. June then suddenly broke out into a knowing smirk.
それより聞いたよ隊長。いよいよお姉ちゃんと結婚だって。
By the way, I heard the big news, Captain. Y'all finally tied the knot with Sis, huh? Look at my kitty cat face.
お前知ってたのか？
You knew about that?
当たり前じゃない。一番に報告したわよ。
Of course she did. She was the first one I told.
プロポーズの言葉は何だったのかな？ねえ、どうなの隊長？
So, Captain, you gotta tell me, how'd you pose the question to her? Come on, spill those deeds, Captain! Oh, you're not gonna believe how he did it. What? He scared the hell out of me at first. What?
もう隊長じゃないんだよね。
Oh,
なん
wait.
て呼べばいい？
Hey, you're not the captain anymore, huh? What should I call y'all now? How could I call the captain not the captain? Captain is captain. If captain's not captain, then who is he? Oh my god! You're breaking my mind!
なんでもいいさ。カササギさんとかでいいんじゃないか？
Whatever you like. How about just Kasasagi or something?
それだとお姉ちゃんとかぶっちゃうじゃん。お姉ちゃんも今じゃカササギ風見なんだから。
But wouldn't her name apply to Sis too? Seeing as now she's Kazami Kasasagi and all that.
じゃあどうするってんだよ。
And what do you think?
そうだな。やっぱここは。
Good question. I know. I'll call y'all
お兄ちゃんだね。
Oni-chan, bro.
お兄ちゃん？
Oni-chan?
そりゃそうだよ。お姉ちゃんの旦那はお兄ちゃんでしょ？
Well, seeing as you're my big sis's husband, that makes you bro, right? You're my Oni-chan.
お兄ちゃんね。なんか呼ばれ慣れないっていうか、急にこんなでかい妹ができると戸惑うっていうか。
Bro, huh? Not sure I can get behind that one. Plus, I'm not sure about getting such an old little sister at this point in life either.
いいじゃないの、あなた。
I don't see the problem with it, dear.
私と縁を結ぶということは、純とも縁を結ぶということよ。
Marrying me means that you're related to June now as well, right?
そうだよお兄ちゃん。納得しなさい。
She's right, bro. Just accept it already. I'm your new Emoto. Watase found himself instinctively wincing in the facts of their combined assault.
ああもう分かったよ。好きに呼べ好きに。
Oh, come on, Foydolo, you know that's not true.
Ah, fine, I get it. Call me whatever you want, okay?
了解。じゃあ私は妹なんだから森部じゃなくって純と呼びなさい。
Roger that, Captain. I mean, bro. Then as your new little sister, y'all gotta call me June from now on. No more Maribe.
偉そうな妹だな。もう何でもいいよ。
Oh, what a bossy little sister you are. Fine, whatever.
June and Kazami smiled at Watase's words. Watase shook his head in exasperation. June then asked him another question.
ところでお兄ちゃん、これからどうやってお姉ちゃん養うつもりなの？仕事は？
By the way, bro, how do you plan on supporting Sis now? Y'all got a job?
Hell yeah.
あんな大事件の中心人物になった以上、もうまともな職には就きづらいからな。
Though after being at the core of such a huge incident, it's pretty much impossible for me to get a normal job. Thankfully, I got a badass abnormal job!
先生の手引きで超過局に入ることにした。
I've decided to join the ESP Bureau under Cheech's instruction. She's gonna be K and I'm gonna be J.
超過局？まさかコミュニケーター管理官になるの？
The ESP Bureau? Wait, you mean you're gonna be a communicator commissioner?
そうさ。何しろ俺の妻はレベル6コミュニケーターだからな。
That's right. After all, my wife is level 6 communicator.
夫が管理官ならいろいろと安心だろ。
Having your husband as commissioner in charge of you is a big load off your mind, right?
そう。私は今後この人の監視と保護を受けるのよ。
Yes. He'll be observing me and protecting me from now on.
一生一番そばでな。
Oh wow. That's so cool. It's like a modern version of like the knight and the princess with magic power. Ah!
We'll be right by each other's sides for the rest of our lives.
そうなんだ。
I see.
じゃあシリウスにはもう戻ってこないんだね。
That's true, I guess. And that means y'all won't be going back to Sirius, huh? Those words hit too close to home. When he saw the lone look on June's face, Walter answered in a calm voice.
戻れないさ。
We can't.
It was impossible for them to be civil servants in Rokame City. Watase's position had clearly changed ever since that incident. He couldn't go back to his past nor his old workplace, no matter how attached he was to either of them.
今でも時々ここで過ごした日々を懐かしく思うことはあるけどな。
I still fondly remember the days we spent here from time to time.
そうね。
Me too. Kazami also looked at the station as she said that. Watase had worked at that place for many years, ever since he succeeded Watsudu's dying wish and became a firefighter. He kept plunging into near certain death over and over again to save lives and protect others' futures. That desire still lived within him. It would never fade away even now that he changed jobs.
なあジュン、俺はもうレスキュー隊員じゃないが。
Hey June, I'm no longer a rescue worker.
これからも誰かを守るために働き続けるつもりだよ。
But I still plan to work on protecting others.
お前と一緒には働けないが、それでも気持ちは一緒だ。
I may not be working with you anymore, but my feelings remain unchanged.
Those words brought a smile to June's face.
わかってる。
Yeah, I don't know. And she dove into Watsu's chest.
ジュン、
June!
June squeezed out her voice after Watsue called her name.
ねえ、隊長、副隊長、
Hey, Captain? Lieutenant?
二人がシリウスを辞めても、離れて暮らすことになっても、
Even if y'all guys are less serious, even if you're living somewhere far away,
私たちは仲間だよ。
we'll always be squad mates.
同じ釜のご飯食べて、何度も助けて助けられて、一緒に視線をくぐってきた。
We shared the same meals, saved each other's butts, and hugged the border of life and death time and time again. Yeah, that makes us. The word squad mates alone could not encompass all of that. Nor the word buddies. No, they were far more important to each other than anyone else in the whole world. That made them a
家族
precious.
だな。
Family, right?
そういうこと。
I would make a freaking Fast and Furious reference here. Yeah, that's the word! Family. Woo-wee!
That's the old June's woo-wee, alright.
I never get tired of it. June wiped her tears. She then broke into a relieved smile, as if a vast weight had been lifted from her shoulders.
これからよろしくね、お兄ちゃん。
Let's keep doing our best from here on out, bro.
二人が帰る場所はここにもあるからさ。何かあったら寄ってってね。
Yo guys will always have a place to come home to here, you know? Just drop on by if anything else happens, okay?
あ、もちろんだ。
Yeah, of course.
可愛い妹の顔見にちょくちょく寄らせてもらうよ。
I'll drop by over and over again to get a glimpse of my cute little sister's face.
Once they said that, then rustles his hand through June's hair. Ah! Oh my god, reminding me of Trails. A joyous smile came to her as she allowed herself to get lost in that sensation. Oh my god. Sibling feels in both games. Boys and girls. Memories with Mashiro. Oh, Mashiro goes first. I think I know what the epilogue is going to be. They're all living together for real this time. After the incident, Natsuko and the others have been living in a certain place in Hokkaido, with lodging provided by the ESP Bureau under Enna's guidance. They spent their days hiding from the media and Rokume City government, away from their hometown. I hope Mashiro's parents got to go with her. One day, around half a year after they had begun living that way, Natsuko and Mashiro talked in the lodging hallway.
いやー、なんかすっかりここの生活にも慣れちゃったね。
Man, I guess I completely gotten used to this kind of lifestyle, you know?
最初はどうなることかと思ったけどな。
Yes, but we had no idea how things were going to turn out at first.
Natsuko spoke as he drank his milk coffee.
生活に不便はないし、超過局の人たちもいい人だしさ。
We don't have any living inconveniences, and the ESP Bureau people are all nice too.
And also, all the anime we can ever watch! 24 hours a day, 7 days a week! This is Nirvana!
時々銃声が聞こえるのが怖いけどね。
It is kind of scary how you can hear gunshots every now and then, though. Oh, they were lodged in a training facility for ESP Bureau members. That's why. The lodging was adjacent to a shooting range and a martial arts dojo. It was apparently where Enna had trained her marksmanship when she joined the Bureau.
それにしても、ここに来てもう半年か。
But still, it's already been half a year since we came here, huh?
本来だったらもう2年生になってる頃だね。
We should already been juniors in high school by now, huh?
僕ら留年ってことになるのかな。
Do you think we'll have to repeat a grade?
Not take off seriously, we got phenomenal cosmic psychic powers. Do you think anyone really will care?
大丈夫だって。ヘナ先生が何らかの技を使ってちゃんと2年生にしてくれるってさ。
It'll be okay. Miss Anna said she pulled some kind of strings to make sure we moved up.
勉強も遅れてないし大丈夫だよ。
It's not like we've fallen behind in our studies either, so it's okay.
そうか。
I see.
Since Anna was an official of the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, and Science and Technology, she could probably manage to pull it off. Anna is like boss in AI summoning files. Like the one in the administration who can pull any amount of strings to do anything. But Natsuko is just a little anxious. Once this secluded life ended and they returned to Rokume City, could they return to their previous lives?
なあ、マシロ。
Hey, Mashiro.
お前、今後のことって何か考えてるか？
Have you given any thought as to what comes next?
Oh my god! Natsuko! Are you gonna put the question? Oh my god! How about we make out for 5 hours again?
何やぶから棒に。
Huh? What's all this all of a sudden?
いや、この先いつか六名士に戻る時が来たとしても。
Well, even if we do get to go back to Rokume City one day after this is all over.
これだけ社会の裏を知ってしまった以上、平然と暮らしていけるかってことだよ。
Can we really live peacefully now that we know so much about what goes on the dark side of society?
僕はいろいろ迷いが出ちゃってね。今後どうしようかなって。
I've been at a total loss as for what comes next for me.
そうだね。
Huh. Let's see. Mashiro's thought for a little bit before answering tentatively.
まだずっと先のことだけどさ。
Well, it's gonna be a long time from now, but
実は私ね、エナ先生に誘われてるんだ。
the thing is, I actually got an invitation from Miss Senna.
高校卒業したら超過局に入らないかって。
She asked if I wanted to join the ESP bureau after I graduated. I'm gonna be a secret agent.
Huh?
今超過局にはエンパシーが使える管理官がほとんどいないんだってさ。
You see, the ESP bureau currently has next to no commissioners who can use empathy, apparently.
私が管理官になれば超過局の仕事もずっとやりやすくなるよ。
I may not be a god like frickin' you and Kazami, but at least I can use empathy, and that's a pretty rare skill. If I became a commissioner, it would make the ESP bureau's work much easier.
9月16日の事件とか、ユーリたちが拉致されたみたいなことも未然に防げるかもしれないじゃない。
I might be able to prevent repeats of the September 16th incident, or the kidnapping of communicators like Yori, right?
それはそうだけど、どうするんだ？
Right, but, will you take up the offer?
まだわかんないけど、やってみようかなってちょっと思ってる。
I still don't know yet. I've been thinking maybe I want to try and do it. Natsuko gasped. He hadn't received such an invitation. Oh, he's worried he's going to be separated. Perhaps the reason Anna didn't ask him was because he was a sense of sympathy user. Communicators who could use sense of sympathy were always in danger of identification. Using BC for work would only double that danger. That was Natsuko's guess as to why only Mashiro was given the offer.
管理官ってどんな仕事なんだろう？
What kind of work does a commissioner do?
詳しいことはわからないけど、多分エナ先生と一緒に BC 絡みの事件を捜査するんじゃないかな。
I'm not sure about the particulars, but it'd probably involve investigating BC-related incidents with Miss Anna, wouldn't it?
あと全国の政令指定機密都市を監査したりとか、教師のふりしたりとか。
I think you would make a wonderful teacher, Mashiro. And then maybe inspecting all the government-designated top-secret cities? Maybe pretending to be a teacher.
じゃあ僕らとは離れて暮らすことになるのか。
Then that means you'll be living far away from us, huh?
そうかもね。でもずっと会えないわけじゃないよ。
Maybe, but that doesn't mean we'll never see each other again.
お前に向いてるかな？
Sounds like it's your kind of thing.
多分向いてるよ。私そういうの大好きだし。
Probably is. I do love that kind of stuff.
社会を裏から守るため全国飛び回る美少女管理官って
protecting people from the dark side of society! Sounds pretty badass, doesn't it?
まあ私に正義の味方が務まるのかどうかわからないけど。
Oh my god! She actually said it! She actually said it! Yes! 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 Oh my god! Well, I don't know if I'm cut out with this whole ally of justice gig.
困っている人がいるなら助けてあげ
Bayo
たいな
Bayo
って。
Master.
But if there are people in trouble, I want to help them out, right?
そうそう、それよ。
Yeah, that's exactly it! That was a line from Mashiro's most beloved work of fiction. After hearing it over and over again, Natsuko had memorized it himself.
ようやく夏彦が私の趣味を理解してくれたのにお別れってのもちょっと寂しいけどね。まだまだ先の話だから。
Well, it'll just be a teensy bit sad having to leave you after I finally came to understand my hobbies. Well, it's all in the future anyway. Still plenty of time for making out then. Until then.
You're absolutely right.
As Mashiro spoke, Natsuko thought he detected a hint of anxiety in her voice.
It might all be in the future, but there's no way she'd be completely calm about taking up such dangerous work.
After having that thought, Natsuko looked Mashiro in the eye and spoke.
わかった、マシロ。
Okay, Mashiro.
もしお前が管理官になるんなら、その時は僕らも一緒に行く。
If you do become a commissioner, then we'll go with you.
僕もそういうの好きなんだよ。それに、
I like that sort of thing too. Besides,
ずっと昔にお前と話した正義の旅の続きができるじゃないか。
that means we'll be able to continue that journey of justice we always talked about in the past, right?
Mashiro's eyes widened at those words. Natsuko recalled a conversation he once had with her. Oh my god! One summer night long ago. Right after they had freed Sirius the dog, the two of them ran away to their secret base and
だ
talked.
ったらこのまま二人で正義の旅に出よ
Oh
う
my
か。
god! Oh my 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 god! Then why don't we go on a journey of justice together?
なんかわかんないけどそれいい。やりたいやりたい。
I'm not quite sure what that means, but it sounds good. Let's do it. Let's do it.
だろ
I know, right?
う。悪いやついっぱいやっつけてさ、保健所も懲らしめてさ。
We'll get a bunch of bad guys. We'll punish the evil healthcare center too.
でもそうなると敵も多いよね。
But in your case, it looks like we got a lot of enemies ahead of us.
そのためには仲間がもっといっぱい必要かな。
So we'll need more real life to help us, don't we?
二人じゃさすがに無理か。
He really would be tough for just the two of us, huh? Natsuko thought to himself as he watched that smile of hers. If only this journey could continue forever, instead of ending when they got home. He felt like he could walk like this anywhere so long as Mashiro was with him!
あの頃の僕らはただの子供だった。
We were only kids back then.
だけど今は違う。仲間だってたくさんできた。有利にサリュに先生に。
But now we're different. We have so many more people on our side now. Yuri and Salyu, and Professor Tsubakiyama.
だから今度こそ正義の旅ができるはずだよ。
So we can definitely have a true journey of justice for sure this time.
お前となら、みんな一緒なら、どこまで歩いていける。
I can go anywhere as long as I'm with you. As long as I'm with everyone.
そうだろ、マシロ。
Don't you feel the same way, Mashiro?
What is this? Are you freaking doing that Xenoblade 2 thing with me or not? I'm getting mixed signals here. I don't know how to take it, but it sounds, some of it I really like. As she heard those words, a complicated look forms on Mashiro's face for a moment. But then she nodded with a smile across her entire face. Yeah! continuing the journey of justice. Something and a day. The achievement blocked it. Yeah, I thought all summer and a day. Memories with Louise, Uni, Santa Mia. I knew she would be next because it makes sense for Yuri to be last. One day, about 3 months after he had talked with Mashiro about the future, Nasuhiko spoke with Salyu in the lodging courtyard. The stars again. That day, Salyu had invited Natsuko to go see the stars with her. Stargazing was apparently Salyu's hobby. She had invited Yuri and Mashiro occasionally too. As Salyu gazed at the stars tirelessly, Natsuko asked her a question.
Salyu, 面白いかい?
Salyu, are you having fun?
面白い。
Yes.
空は時とともに移ろい、星は季節によって変化していく。実に興味深い。
The sky changes with time, and the constellations change with the seasons. Quite interesting.
なるほど。確かに。
I see. That is interesting.
The more Salyu invited him to go stargazing, the more Natsuko became interested in the stars. That's right, they did. They fixed Alice. He started to consider buying a telescope when Salyu then whispered,
覚えてる？夏彦。
Remember, Natsuko.
Hmm?
いつかもこうやって夜空を一緒に見上げたこと。
How we once looked at the night sky together like this.
夏彦とユーリ、そして真白の名前の共通点について話したでしょ？
I talked about how Yuri's, Mashiro, and your names have something in common.
ああ、もちろん。
Yes, of course.
Now that she mentioned it, he remembered. Right after Salyu came to the Shinkawa household, she indeed did say that.
彦星が僕、織姫、こと座のベガが有利、そして天の川にかかる鳥の羽が真っ白。だよな。
Altea, Hikoboshi, me, Vega, Orihime, Lyra, Koto, Yuri, and the bird wings that cover the heavenly river, the Milky Way, are Mashiro, right?
そう。
Yes.
だけどあれとはまた別の共通点があることに気がついた。
But I've also noticed something else in common besides that.
え？
Huh?
あの星を見て。
Look at those stars. Salyu pointed to 3 conspicuously bright stars. I see 'em.
彦星と織姫に加えてもう一つ大きな星があるでしょ？
Altair, Vega, and one more big star. Right?
白鳥座のデネブ。その3つを総称して夏の大三角形と呼ぶ。
Deneb, of the constellation Cygnus. Together, these 3 stars are called the Summer Triangle.
白鳥、すなわち鳥羽真っ白。
Cygnus, the swan. Swans are white birds. Machiro Toba, white bird wings.
それはちょっとこじつけすぎじゃ。
That's a little bit of a stretch, don't you?
こじつけじゃない。確固たる共通点。
It's not a stretch. It's a solid commonality. Salyu spoke clearly and resolutely. She wasn't taking no for an answer. I will do this.
そうか。確かに共通点だな。
I see. You're right. That is a solid commonality, yes.
夏の大三角形はまるであなたたちの絆の強さを象徴しているよう。
It's almost like the Summer Triangle is a symbol of how strong your bonds are.
それが焼ける。私は仲間外れだから。
I'm jealous. That leaves me out.
いや、焼けるって。
Jealous?
何の話なのかな、これは。
What exactly are you trying to get at?
Salyu spoke to the confused Natsuko without taking her eyes off the sky.
この隠遁生活中に私も理解した。
As we lived this secluded life, I finally understood.
あなたたちの関係には私の入り込む余地がない何かがある。
There's something between you three that I can never get myself into.
何？そんなことはないぞ。僕らは4人揃って仲間。
What? That's not true. The four of us are all friends.
いや、そういうのではない。
Oh god! It's easy to read into this. I'm trying not to. No, not that.
じゃあどういうのだ？
Then what?
Natsuko, you cannot be this dense.
それはすなわち
Oh my god!
恋愛的な意味での
She just straight up says it! You three make a triangle. A love triangle.
Oh, you can't say that out loud. You're breaking the fourth wall.
Natsuko gasped. That was the first time we ever heard Sayu talk about such a topic. Alice cried as if she had read Natsuko's bewilderment.
確かにそういう関係かもしれないけど、焼けるってどういうことだ？
Oh my god, Natsuko actually fucking admits it?
Well, okay, yes. We might be in that kind of relationship. I guess, but what do you mean you're jealous?
Do I seriously have to spell this out for you?
ああ、わかった。真白を有利に取られたと思って悔しいんだな。
Oh, I know. You feel bitter if Yuri takes Mashiro away, right? That's clearly the issue.
You can't be serious.
違う。私もその三角
I
関係
fucking
に
knew it!
参加したいということ。
No, you idiot. I want to participate in your love triangle too.
What?
Seriously, Natsuko? You didn't know this? You're clearly a hero and protagonist. Yes, Hikuni. I'm really shocked you didn't realize it earlier either.
Yuri? What? This is...
Both of you leave. This is my scene!
What?
私は相変わらず空気を読むのが苦手。なので空気を読まず夏彦に告げる。
I still can't read the atmosphere, so I won't bother trying. I'll confess now.
私も夏彦が好き。
I love you too, Natsuko. I knew it! I knew it all along! She was trying to do this! My instincts were right from the very beginning! So you!
Oh!
Now Natsuko was completely taken by surprise. He knew there was a non-zero chance of that possibility, but still.
ちょっと待ってくれ、サリュー。それは嬉しいけど。
Hold on, Salyu. I'm still happy to hear that, but...
でも、どうして？僕ははっきり言って全然モテる方じゃないぞ。
Seriously, Natsuko? Seriously?
But why? Let me be honest here, I'm not that popular of a guy.
Natsuko, you are the most powerful psychic in the world and saved us, and saved all of us, all of our lives, and destroyed a being of pure, concentrated malice. You are a legendary hero. That is really hot, if I am knowing the term correctly, from Mashido's Dojinshi.
Well, I... Mashiro,
さあ、自分でもよくわからない。
No idea. Not sure why myself.
外の世界に出て初めて接した異性が夏彦だったから好きになっただけかもしれない。
Perhaps it's only because you were the first person of the opposite sex I came into contact with in the outside world.
ひよこのすり込み効果みたいなものかも。
Perhaps it's like how baby birds go through imprinting.
ああ、そうなんだ。
Huh, right, of course.
嘘嘘。今のは冗談。
No, that was a joke.
Oh, damn it.
Sayu glanced at Natsuko and smiled impishly. She looked back to the sky and continued.
理由なんか
There are many reasons.
例えば去年の9月16日早朝、私と夏彦と真白と3人でラボに行こうと決めた時、
Take last year's September 16th for an example. Early that morning when you, Mashiro, and I decided to head for Labo.
夏彦は町を守ると言った。私は個人を守るのに精一杯なのに。
You said you two were going to protect the entire city, even though I had my hands full protecting just you two.
とてもかっこいいと思った。
I thought that was very cool and very hot. Just remember, Solyu! He kissed me! I was his first kiss! Me! That's something none of you could ever say! Curse you, Mashiro. I will get my revenge! But Hikorin did stuff with me first, too. He saved me from my evil family. And that is a bond stronger than any kiss. God damn it, Yuri! Time for us to settle this once and for all!
Huh?
Saw you spoke of fondly her memory of Natsuko.
ラボで再会した時もそう。
It was the same when we reunited in Labo.
全身に重装を受けた夏彦がそれでも私のところに駆けつけてきた時、嬉しくて泣きそうになった。
When you ran up to me even though your entire body was riddled with gunshot wounds. It made me so happy I could cry.
風見たちが悪意に感染した時、夏彦は身の危険を冒してでも被験体 N と対決した。
When Kazami and the others were infected with malice, you confronted Subject N regardless of the risk it brought you.
自分が消えるかもしれないという恐怖を乗り越えて、みんなのために戦った。
You overcame the fear that your very existence could disappear. You fought for everyone's sake.
真っ白も有利もいつも夏彦にははっきり言わない。だから私が言ってあげる。
Mashiro and Yuri will never tell you this outright. So I'll say it instead.
夏彦は素敵な人。
Natsuko, you are an amazing person.
かっこよくて優しいから私はあなたが好きになった。
You're so cool and gentle. That's why I've fallen in love with you.
理由は以上。反論は許さない。
Those are my reasons. End of discussion. It is the good ending. Stanley, yeah, this is the true ending. Dang, Saul, just straight up says it. Oh my god! I knew it! I fucking knew it! Even in the twilight, Salyu's cheeks were visibly flushed as she finished speaking. Natsuko's cheeks were probably the same. He couldn't help but avert his eyes as he responded to such honest joy and embarrassment.
ありがとう、サリュ。
Thank you, Solyu.
僕だって君を素敵な女の子だと思うし、感謝もしてる。
I think you're quite a lovely girl too. I'm grateful as well.
いつも守ってくれてありがとう。
Thanks for always protecting me.
だから君がピンチになったらいつでも僕が守って。
So if you're ever in a pinch, I'll protect you too.
そういうのは今はいい。
Forget that for now.
それより夏彦は結局誰を選ぶの？
Saw you! Thank you! Oh my god! Yo! More importantly, Natsuko, fuck all this non-committal bullshit. Who do you choose? A sudden choice. Natsuko was terrified. Oh my god! I'm not gonna fall for this non-committal bullshit. Look at the cold, dead eyes of the weasel. Alice let out a bizarre cry. The emotion it conveyed? Fear.
There's no way to answer that without causing trouble. Oh god, if I actually pick a girl from the harem, it'll upset the balance of the entire universe.
But regardless, Natsuko had to choose! Oh my god, did they can actually let us choose? The time to decide drew near. And his decision?
Wait! There's no way I could just answer that question in this situation.
Was that he couldn't find the words he had to say. Ah! Even if he could find an answer, he didn't have the courage to vocalize it. God damn it! So reluctantly and timidly, he told Salyu.
みんなのことが大好きです。
Oh, Natsuko, you bitch! God damn it! They didn't let us go to fucking choose.
I love you all. That's not going to cut it. Is it?
Okay. All in favor of breaking his legs until he gives us a straight answer? Aye.
What? No, Yuri, you too.
Yes! Indecisiveness will be the end of you. Yes!
Oh,
So you elbowed Natsuko in the stomach. Good job! As he reeled from the pain, Natsuko thought to himself.
I deserve that.
Summer Triangle, Memories with Yuri. The Little Prince. Okay. One day about a year after this, and now here's the final epilogue, I'm pretty sure is Yuri's. The children return to Rokume City, their long life in seclusion over. Dr. Tenkawa took them forward by car to somewhere a small distance away from the house. She was being cautious on the off chance that anyone shady was lurking just around the corner. Okay, looks like there aren't any suspicious characters around. The professor spoke as she surveyed her surroundings. Okay, everyone, let's go. Oh! Everybody's got their casual clothes, including Salyu. Yes, ma'am! Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The kids were happy to finally be back in their hometown. After a short walk, they saw the house that they hadn't seen in a year. The Tenkawa residence. Everything about it is so nostalgic.
わずか1週間しかいなかったけど、この家こそが私の帰る場所。
I was only here a short week, but this house really is the place I belong.
それにしても、あれからもう1年か。
But still, it's already been a whole year, huh?
そうだね。あっという間だったね。
I know what you mean. It went by so quickly, didn't it?
みんな、この1年の感想は?
What were your thoughts on the past year, everyone?
まあ楽しかったよ。サリュに勉強を教えてもらったりして、毎日合宿みたいでさ。
Well, it was fun. I got Salyu to teach me, so it was like a fun training camp every day.
おかげで苦手な科目もバッチリです。私就職決まってるから関係ないけど。
Thanks to her, I've been good with all my weak subjects too. Though it doesn't really matter since I'm already set for my career. I'm gonna be a secret agent! Kicking ass! being a badass psychic corp.
私も超過局の局員とより格闘技術を磨くことができた。
I was also able to further polish my martial arts technique with ESP Bureau staff.
それぞれ成果があったよね。ゆうりちゃんは？
Yeah, what is Yuri gonna do?
Looks like you've all achieved your own results. How about you, Yori?
そうだユーリ、ここのところ部屋にこもってたみたいだけど。
Oh, yeah, Yuri. You seem to have kept to your room lately.
実はようやくその成果が完成したの。
Huh? Actually, I finally achieved my own result as well.
ヒコリン、マシロ、サルちゃん、博士、私からのプレゼントです。
Hikorin, Mashiru, Salyu, Professor. These are all presents from me. I gotta do G-Ace's thing. Mashiru's going, Secret Agent Man! Secret Agent Man! Gonna do all the things! Do! Working with Anna! Hell yeah! And everybody is deaf. Yuri reached into her bag and took out
マフラー？
scarves!
昨日全員分が編み上がったの。
I finished knitting it up for everyone yesterday.
ラボの中でも編んでたんだけど爆発で焼けちゃったから。
I knitted some in Labo too, but they all burned up in the explosion.
ああ、そういえば。
Ha! Now that you mention it.
The Phantom Yuri had been knitting scarves. Perhaps that was because the real Yuri had been knitting scarves as well.
マフラーが完成したら博士を通じてヒコリンに渡すつもりだったの。2年越しの悲願が叶ったよ。
I was planning on having the professor pass the scarves on to you guys after I completed them. So after 2 years, my wish is finally complete.
残念ながら七夕には間に合わなかったけどね。
Too bad I didn't make it in time for Tanabata though.
七夕？どうして夏にマフラーが？
Tanabata? What use would scarves be in the summer?
Once Natsuko caught Yuri's implication, he looked up to the sky. Stars spread out on the whole sky overhead. It was the same sky he looked up at 11 years ago. Seeing the stars reminded Natsuko of that night. The night where he took Yuri and ran from home as a child. As the professor took them home, Natsuko and Yuri looked up at the stars. At Orihime and Hikoboshi, separated by the Heavenly River. Those stars seemed to symbolize Yuri and Natsuko. And me too! On the frickin' river, baby! Don't you cut me out! As Natsuko realized his own powerlessness, Yuri smiled and said,
2つの星はね、離れていても1年に1度会えるんだよ。
You see, even if the two stars are separated, they can meet each other once a year.
その約束があるから寂しくないんだよ。
And because they've made that promise, they're not sad. Afterwards, they would be separated for real. And Yuri would wait in that dark underground facility for her once-a-year rendezvous with Natsuko. Unaware of that future, he looked to her and said,
ねえ、ユーリ。
Hey, Yuri!
僕、今日のこと忘れないよ。
I'll never forget what happened today.
ユーリと一緒に星を見たこと、きっと忘れない。
I'll never forget looking at the stars with you. As he looked at her, he silently swore. To one day go after, it's because he saved them all. And he showed strength of character. It's not like for no reason. It's not like something like Rosario Vampire where they fall in love with the dude for no reason. I hate it when that happens. Now, they all had a good reason for falling in love with him. Or like, you know, something like that. Or like To Love Ru where there's like next to no reason that they fall in love with the dude. Or like dumb reasons. I hate it. Like, the harem anime got really lazy before they pretty much went extinct. Or in the late 2000s. And then they got replaced with isekai. Which makes you nostalgic for harem anime. Should one day go up to her. Protect her forever. Once I grow up and get stronger, I swear I'll protect you, Yuri. Natsuko finally fulfilled the oath he swore that night. He finally saved Yuri and brought her back home to this house. Natsuko took the hand-knit scarf from Yuri and said,
Welcome home, Yuri.
It's great to be back. She answered with a bright smile. A smile outshining Yorihime, the weaving princess in the night sky. Ooh, tip Q. Wait, what's going on? What's going on? Those memories became past in an instant. And new days continued on afterwards. A whole bunch of... And now we have finally reached today. It's September 19th, 2031. Exactly 1 year after that incident. It's the first time in a while. Oh, it's probably, Watase.
That I visited Rokume City.
Watase Kazasagi's present. I know the general thing of Rosario Vampire. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I saw the beginning. A gentle breeze sways through the trees. Isekai, like, yeah, there are good isekai. Like, it can be interesting. You're absolutely right. When it's not pure wish fulfillment, absolutely. I love Bakurina. Bakurina is fantastic. That's a great isekai, I think. As well as what's it called? There was another good one that I caught my eye. It was called the Life of the Assassin, which I think it was something like that, which was about a girl who was basically she was a member of an order of assassins who was actually in charge of fake befriending isekai protagonists that fell into her world and killing them before they got their powers went out of control and they went on killing sprees. Anyway, I thought that was a extremely fascinating one that I want to see more of. A gentle breeze sways through the trees.
I slowly walk down the road as I feel the wind caresses my cheeks. In my left hand is a bouquet.
Oh my god, he's gonna go on a date with Kazami!
And in my right is the hand of the woman I love more than anything.
Hell yeah! The weather's so nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really calm and peaceful. The air never tasted this good in prison.
Really? I wouldn't say it is, Stanley.
I'm relishing in the freedom I've finally obtained from the bottom of my heart.
Are they all gonna have a big reunion here?
I'm finally walking. Not under confinement, nor under someone else's control, but on my own 2 feet.
Hello, Mirage. Welcome to the stream.
I never thought I could be so grateful for something we all take for granted.
出所をこの日に間に合わせてくれて先生に感謝しなきゃな。
He had a plea bargain. Hollow Mirage.
I'll have to thank Teach for making sure I got released in time for today.
そうね。
That's true. Kazami casts her eyes downward. Her face from the side still looks as beautiful as
出
ever.
てきたばかりなのに忙しくしててごめんな。
I know I just got out of prison. I'm sorry for being so busy.
あれから1年が過ぎてもやらなきゃならないことがいくつもあるんだ。
A year's gone by and yet I still have lots to do.
いいえ、そんなこと気にしないで。
No. Don't be sorry. I don't mind.
あなたが生きているだけで、一緒に生きていけるだけで、私は幸せなんだから。
I'm just happy you're alive. And that you can live by my side.
風見。
Kazami. Kazami and I look at each other. Right then, we hear a voice calling out to us from far up ahead.
もう何やってんのもう
Woo! Jeez, get a room, you guys.
We were about to.
I look to
find June staring at us.
早くしないと昼休み終わっちゃうだろ。抜けてきてんだからほら早く。
Hurry up, or my lunch break's gonna end. You hear? I'm not supposed to be here, so rapido.
おいおい、そうせかすなよ、こんな日に。
Whoa now, no need to rush. Not today of all days.
あなたは相変わらず元気ね。
I see you're as cheerful as always.
何のんきなこと言ってんだよ。こんな日だからこそ元気な姿を見せてあげたいんじゃん。
What are you on about? It's because today that I want to act cheerful.
Her eyes widen at those words.
そうね。
That's true.
それじゃそろそろあの子に会いに行くか。
And I guess it's about time we go see her, don't you think?
Yes. Yeah.
We resume walking at those words. Our destination, Rokume Cemetery.
Yeah. Yup.
Located on the other side of the woods in the park. Today's the anniversary of Nagisa's death. We overcame many obstacles just so we could visit her grave.
I wonder if she was buried near Wataru?
And when we make our way over to the Tachibana family grave, Nagisa's resting place.
Oh.
Huh? We find two familiar faces.
あら、遅かったわね。
Oh my, someone's late.
おや、珍しい人も来てるじゃないか。
Oh, haven't seen you people in ages.
It's Teach and Old Man Ukita. Looks like they got here before us and offered sticks of incense at Nagisa's grave.
椿山さん、浮田さん、来てくれたの？
Mr. Sabakiyama, Miss Sabakiyama, Mr. Ukeda. Y'all came here too?
お忙しいところをわざわざ。
I apologize if we made you feel obliged to stop by at such a busy time.
いいのよ。これ以上に重要な用事なんてそうないもの。
Don't worry. This is far more important than anything on my plate right now.
そうだも。1年目のけじめだよ。
That's right. And this marks my first full year of atonement.
Teach and the old man smile as they say that.
We return their smiles and offer flowers to Nagisa's grave.
それにしても2人とも久しぶりだね。ここんところどうしてたの？
Woo! But man, it's been ages since I've seen y'all guys. What have you been up to? Y'all didn't get epilogues, did you? Well, I did. But Mr. Ukita didn't.
Hey!
僕は出所後、天川博士に声をかけてもらってね。今は有志を集めて、クリーンな BC 研究所の設立計画を練ってるよ。
I reached out to Dr. Tenkar as I was released from prison, We're currently gathering sympathizers to help us plan our development of an ethically moral BC research facility.
彼氏姫は超真剣の言う
Like the PRC back in its days of yore.
私は政令指定機密都市6カ所を行ったり来たりよ。もう忙しいったらないわ。
I've been going back and forth to 6 different government designated top secret cities. Man, I'm so busy, I feel like I'm going to die.
やはり他の機密としても同様の問題が。
So, similar problems really are going on in the other top secret cities, aren't they?
6名詞ほどじゃないけどね。ま、多かれ少なかれ叩けば埃が出てきたわ。
Well, not as bad as Rokume, but yes. They more or less have all have skeletons in their closets.
Q の件もあるしな。
There's also the matter of Q too, isn't there?
平和なようでいて問題だらけなんだね、この国。
May look peaceful, but this country sure is full of problems, huh? Anna replied with a sigh in her voice.
人っていうのはこういう大きな事件でも起きない限りそのことに気づけないのよね。
It takes a huge incident like this one to wake people up before they notice these problems, huh?
問題がどこかにある気がしていてもそれを探る気は起きない。
Even if they sense there's a problem, they never go looking for it.
社会が複雑になるにつれて問題も複雑化していく。
And as society gets more complex, so too do its problems.
それに関わる人も増えてそれぞれの正義とか事情とかが絡んでいくとそのうち誰が悪いのか分からなくなるものね。
And when more people get involved, their own individual circumstances and definitions of justice get tangled up, and eventually it becomes difficult to tell who's in the wrong. Perhaps there really is some truth to that. It was the same with Labo. Whose fault was it that caused that insane incident? The people running Labo or Rokume City's officials? Was it the fault of the pharmaceutical company that was business partners with Labo? Was it the fault of those 2 researchers who died underground? With many other senior fellows who turned a blind eye? If you go further back, you could say it was caused by Alice and Flom, her parents, or the people who persecuted Alice. Perhaps Eishi Azumi, the man who developed Alice's BC abilities, or Section Chief Tsubakiyama. Tisha's father suggested the establishment of Labo were also factors. The more people involved, the harder it gets to pin one of them as fully responsible. The malice of individuals may seem utterly trivial. But one's malice spreads to others, it amplifies, then stagnates and decays. Sometimes it decays enough for the people in on the whole problem to not even notice it.
それでも問題があるんならなんとか正さなきゃならないじゃん。
But still, if there are problems, someone's gotta fix them, right?
だが問題の存在を知ったとしても是正する勇気は持ちにくい。
Indeed. But even if you know of a problem, it is difficult to build the courage to correct it.
その勇気を持てたとしても方法を決定的に間違うこともあるしな。
And sometimes even those with that courage go about correcting the problem in decisively illegal ways. The old man and I exchanged wry smiles.
Kazami mutters sadly.
何かを犠牲にするまで人はそれに気づけないとしたら
If it takes the loss of others for people to finally realize that,
私たちはこれからもいろんなものを失い続けなければならないんでしょうか。
then will we be forced to keep losing all sorts of things in the future?
だとしたら渚の死はその過程で起きた仕方のない出来事だったんでしょうか。
If so, does that mean Nagisa's death was an inevitable part of the process?
そんなわけないだろう。
No chance in hell. I instantly answers Kazami's question.
被害者が仕方ないなんて思っちゃダメだ。絶対にダメだ。
We must never assume it's inevitable for there to be victims. Never.
許しちゃいけないやつってのはいるんだ。あらゆる問題には必ず元凶がいるはずなんだよ。
There are those who can't be forgiven. Every problem in this world has its own root cause, that's a fact.
関わった人間が多いなら全員が責任を負えばいい。
Lessons for the world right here.
If many people are involved, then they should all take responsibility.
あら、ずいぶん偉そうなことを。
Oh my, you're sounding rather full of yourselves there.
元テロリストのくせに。
Y'all got no right to talk, Mr. Ex-Terrorist.
ああ、俺は最悪のテロリスト野郎さ。1年前の事件だけ見りゃ誰より非難されるべき男だ。
Yeah, I was a terrorist. The worst son of a bitch there was. You just looked at the incident last year by itself, and I deserve more blame for it than anyone else.
器物損壊罪、凶器準備集合罪、傷害罪、銃刀法違反、その他もろもろ。1年で出所できたのは奇跡ってな大悪党だ。
Property damage, assembling with dangerous weapons, assault, violating the Swords Firearms Control Law. All that and more is on me. It's a miracle a scoundrel like me got released in just a year.
だがな、俺は罪を償ったぜ。
But I've atoned for my sins.
そんで出所した後はこの世界をどうにか少しでもまともにしようと思ってる。今度は武器を取らずにな。
So I figured that now that I'm out of prison, I'll work to make this world a better place. This time without taking up arms.
世間様に顔向けできる立場じゃないが、その意志だけは本物だ。
I'm in no position to face the world. At the very least, my intentions are true. After I finish giving that rather self-indulgent speech, I expect to find everyone staring at me oddly, but
あなたはもともとそういう人だし。
Well, that's just the kind of person you always were.
罪を背負っていく覚悟はできてるんだろうし。
Well, y'all have got the resolve to bear those sins, right?
やり直す機会すら奪っちゃったら、逆に誰も責任取らなくなるでしょうしね。
Besides, without the opportunity to start things over, there would be nobody left to take responsibility.
僕は何も言えない立場だが、隊長さんにはひとまず同意だ。
I have no right to be saying anything, but I agree with you for now, Captain Kasasagi.
The
four of them accept me with wry smiles. I mentally breathe a sigh of relief. Kazami then speaks up.
それにしても、他の人々もあなたのように変わっていってくれるといいのですけれど。
But that aside, I hope others can change just like you have.
そうじゃなければ、本当に渚たちが浮かばれません。
If they don't, then Nagisa and the others will never truly rest in peace.
お姉ちゃん、今度こそきっと変わるはずだよ。
Oh, sis, I'm sure they can change this time.
歴史を振り返れば、こういうことは何度も繰り返されてきたよね。
When y'all look back on history, things like this have happened over and over again.
例えばチェルノブイリ原発の事故とか、例えば1年前のラボの事件とかさ。それは本当に負の歴史だけど。
Like with the Chernobyl power plant disaster, or that incident in Labo last year. Both may have been dark chapters in history.
その度に人間は学んで後悔して少しずつ行動を改めていってると思うよ。
But each time people learn, people regret, and people reconsider their actions little by little. That's what I believe. She suddenly speaks up when she hears that.
ビフォークライム、アフターデイズ。ね。
Oh my god, Anna is the one who says it! You're talking about the before crime after days, aren't you? The root double.
Huh?
知らない？ある社会学者が提唱した社会の劇的繊維現象のこと。
You've never heard of it? Understandably, since the game wasn't that popular, but it was very good. It's a proposal this sociologist made about the phenomenon of drastic transitions in society.
何か重大な罪が暴かれたときは、 その前と後では世の価値観が激変することが多いって。
It refers to when there's a sudden change in society's value systems, when you compare them before a crime is exposed, and in the days after.
今回の一件もそうだわ。それまで当たり前だと思っていたことが明確におかしい、犯罪的だと分かったとき、社会は変わる。
That's exactly how it is in this case. Society changes after something once thought normal becomes seen as strange and criminal.
間違ったことは正さなければならない。そして私たちも変わっていかねばならない。
We have to fix what's wrong. We have to change ourselves too.
そうしなければこの社会はどんどんおかしくなっていく。誰もがそう思ったはずよ。
If we don't, then our society will just get crazier and crazier. That's what almost everyone thinks.
なるほど。
I see. That's certainly the case with me personally. I changed greatly before committing that crime and the days after. I don't mean to advocate crime at all, but they definitely thought things needed to change. Both in this world and in myself.
あんな大事件に遭遇した後も、俺たちはその後の日々を生きることができている。
We've been able to live in the days after we came to face with that major incident.
だったら、その日々を無駄に生きちゃいけないよな。
So we mustn't waste those days. I look at Kazami after I say that.
なあ、風見。俺は必ずこの社会を少しでも良くしてみせるよ。
Hey, Kazami. I swear I'll make this society as good of a place as I can.
俺たちが変われば、周りも少しずつ変わるはずだ。
If we can change, then their surroundings should be able to change little by little too. No, they have to change. Even if that's our naive ideal of mine. I can't do anything unless I believe that. My true atonement is to devote the rest of my life to ensure that change. Kazami then finally smiles if she can tell what I'm thinking.
そうよね。
That's right.
悪意は人から人へ伝染するかもしれないけど、
Malice may spread from person to person.
善意も伝わっていくはずだから。
But that's because goodwill does as well.
ああ、そうさ。
Yeah, exactly. A thought crosses my mind when I hear that. Indeed, when people come in contact, they definitely have some sort of mutual effect on each other. They then respond to that change and their relationship starts to change too. There's goodwill and the will to understand one another in there, and their relationship will surely turn out good. Much like how our relationships changed greatly in those 9 hours. When I think about that, I suddenly start to wonder how he's doing.
なあ、先生。あいつのことだけどさ。
Hey, teach about the brat.
Huh?
先生なら知ってるだろう。あいつ、元気にやってるかい？
Is he doing well? You'd know, wouldn't you?
あら、気になるの？
Oh my. Are you actually worried about him?
そりゃ、少しはな。
Well, just a little.
やれやれ、素直じゃないんだから。
Oh, brother. Y'all sure ain't honest.
ああ、男同士など、こんなものだよ。
Well, this is just what things are like between two men.
近頃ちょっと穏やかになったと思うけど、こういうところは変わらないのよね。
I thought you'd become a bit calmer recently. But I guess that part of you hasn't changed a bit, has it?
I break out into a wry smile from Kazami and the others' comments. I then look to the skies and think. Of course I'm worried. How could I not be? We nearly fought to the death once. That's why I offer a silent prayer for his sake. I pray that he's living his life peacefully in those days after.
Aw, look at that.
Everyone here surely feels
The same way. Look at that. All the adults there. They all must be praying for peaceful days for the partners they fought side by side with on that fateful day. And around that time, of course, we gotta have one last thing.
I'm with Yuri and the others, heading straight for Rokume Park.
Natsuko Tenkawa's present. This is probably the end. Grand epilogue. Here we go. My God, this is a. You were not kidding, G-Ace. I assume this is the last chapter of the epilogue.
For a while, we had been living a secluded life in order to escape the watchful eyes of the media. But as the chaos in the world calmed down, we took the opportunity to finally return to Rokume City. And besides, today's the first anniversary of that girl's death. Visiting her grave is another reason we came here.
Oh, they're gonna meet up with the others. The weather sure is nice, huh?
Yuri blissfully smiles as she squints her eyes. Mashiro Sally and Mum respond.
It sure is peaceful here. Hard to believe what happened a year ago, isn't it? I agree. It's been so peaceful lately that it's a little boring, though.
タフね、ユイ。元気が余ってるなら、私の仕事を手伝ってほしいくらいだわ。
You sure are tough, Yui. If you got that much energy to spare, then I'd like you to help out with my work.
超過局との折衝や各方面とのやりとりで、またしても3日間鉄なのよ。
I've spent 3 sleepless nights already with all this back and forth negotiation with the ESP Bureau. My God, Dr. Tenko, you sound like my sister. Seriously, she spent so much time, sleepless nights, working on her art. God.
It's really tiring. I'm getting too old for this.
ごめんよ母さん。これからは僕らも総出で手伝うか
I'm sorry, Mum. We'll all help out together.
無論
Of course.
私も料理とかやりますよ
I'll help out with the cooking and stuff too.
私も何か頑張ります
I'll help out somehow too. Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My girls, this piece is what communicators truly strive for.
I just wonder what Tsunazaki's up to. Enough. I wonder what's for dinner.
Wait, why do I feel like we've had this talk before?
Yes. Thank you, G-Ace. That was amazing.
あら冗談よ。子供は学校行きなさい。
Oh my, I was just joking. You kids need to go to school.
But I already have a job offer lined up, and my week is gonna be all about my psychic powers. Do I really need to go to school?
Yes.
Oh.
あなたたちをそういう当たり前の生活ができるようにするため、私は頑張ってるんだから。
I'm working hard so that you kids can live like normal kids after all. I see. I really do think she's a great mom. We had a lot of misunderstandings in the beginning, and I thought she was evil for a good hot minute there, but she's very, very lovely and nice. She's such a loving, capable, and strong person. And to be honest, I'm proud to be her son. But I can't stay under her wing forever. Yuri, Mashiro, Soryu, let's help Mum out even though she insists we don't.
Of course! Sure. Yeah.
We exchange those words with a smile. Eventually, we reach the park. Yuri murmurs as we walk down the road to Rokume Cemetery.
それにしても懐かしいね
Still, this place sure brings me back.
そうか。10年ぶりになるんだな。ユーリがここを歩くのは。
Yes, it has been about 10 years since you've walked here, right, Yuri?
Yes.
覚えてるヒコリン。1年前ラボの中で再会した時、私が言ったこと。
Say, Hikarin, do you remember what I said when we reunited in Labo a year ago?
覚えてるよ。いつかみんなでこの公園を一緒に歩きたいって。
I do. You said you wanted us all to walk in this park again together, right?
願いが叶って本当によかった。
Yeah, I'm so glad my wish was granted.
Mashiro and the others smile as Yuri's eyes begin to water.
これからはいくらでも歩けるよ、ユリ。
We can walk here as much as we want now, Yuri.
そう。散歩なら何度でも付き合う。
Yes, I'll walk with you as much as you'd like.
だな。
Right. I nod at those words too. The girls seem to be happy that we came back to this city. Painful things happened here, but so too did many nostalgic memories. It's a city that Mashiro loves, the city Salyu found where she belonged, and the city where Yuri wanted to walk freely. The city we lived in and the city we finally returned to. We can choose our destination with our own free will. Some may take that privilege for granted, but it truly is a blessing.
なあ、みんな。
Say, guys.
何？
What is it?
僕ら生きてるんだな。
We're alive, aren't we?
自由を自分たちの手で勝ち取ることができたんだな。
We took back freedom with our own hands, didn't we?
そうしみじみ言われると感慨深いけど。
It sounds moving when you say it seriously like that.
そうね。本当にみんなよく生還してくれたわ。
True, you all did well to come back alive.
9人の力と天川博士のおかげだね。
It's thanks to all the 9 of us! And you too, Dr. Tenkawa! By the way, I wonder which Enneagram you are.
Yes, most of all, it's thanks to him. Not that I'll ever say it, though. It's embarrassing. What I say, my eternal rival. My feelings about him still haven't changed. He's a partner I feel grateful to, and he deserves my respect, but we're completely different. All the way from our heights to our ideologies. We can't even reach mutual understanding. As that thought crosses my mind, Yuri suddenly smiles.
ひょっとしたら。
Well, no, actually. No, sorry, Hikurin. But you need to wake up. It's been 10 years since the accident, and you need to move.
We already did that scenario, Yuri. No, this is the real world, real time.
Thank you for that one, cheers.
私たちの力だけじゃないかもよ。
It might not have been just us. So here we go. We're gonna do the thing, the Nakazawa thing right here.
Huh?
As we look at her in confusion, Yuri looks off into the distance.
みんな覚えてない？
Guys, don't you remember?
あの時ラボの中でさ、爆発まであと10分ってところで。
Back then, inside Labo, about 10 minutes before the bomb exploded,
すっごいフラッシュバックが起きたじゃない？
there was that intense flashback, remember?
ああ、忘れるわけないよ。
Yes, there's no way I could forget that. Blickwinkle Selfington.
あれ不思議だったね。何だったんだろうね。
That was so mysterious, huh? I wonder who that was.
何にせよ助かった。偶然にもあの中に脱出方法があったから。
In any case, it was a lifesaver. It coincidentally revealed an escape method.
それがさ、偶然じゃないのかもしれないよ。
Actually, that might not have been a coincidence.
Mum nods at Yuri's proposition.
その件については私もユーリちゃんから聞いたわ。
I've heard about that matter from Yuri.
過去に使った BC が連続で戻ってきたんですってね。
She said that BC used in the past came back in a particular sequence, correct?
ああ
Yes.
しかもその中には意味のある情報が含まれていたとなると。
Furthermore, there was meaningful information in that sequence. Meaning.
あるいはその時ラボの中には何らかの意識が生まれていたのかもしれないわ。
Some sort of consciousness was possibly born within Labo at that time.
意識ですか？
A consciousness?
実はあの日私とユーリちゃんはそういう実験をしようと思っていたのよ。
Actually, Yuri and I were trying to perform that sort of experiment that day.
BC によって発生する情報エネルギーを対流集積させることによってそこに意識は発生しうるかという実験。
An experiment to see if the stagnation and accumulation of information energy emitted with BC could create a consciousness.
わかりやすく言えば魂を作る実験だよ。
In other words, an experiment to create a spirit.
魂。
A spirit.
母さんはできたと思うかい？
Do you think that one was made, Mum?
まあ今となってはわからないわ。検証しようもないし。
Well, it's hard to tell at this point. We can't verify it either.
確かに
Good point.
でもヒコリン、私思うんだけど、
But you know, Hikarin, I think
あの時やっぱりその何かはラボの中にいた気がするんだ。
I felt there really was something within Labo back then.
6時頃に WX 粒子増幅器が動き始めてから、それはラボの中にずっと漂っていたと思う。
I think it had been drifting in Labo ever since WX particle amplifier was activated at 6 a.m.
最初はただ空っぽの魂で意志も何もなくて、その場で起きている出来事を見ていることしかできなかったんだけどさ。
I think that at first, it was just an empty spirit without a will of its own, unable to do anything but observe the events happening there.
少しずつ私たちの BC を受け取って、その中に情報を蓄えていってさ。
But as it received our BC little by little, it took in the information stored within.
そしてその情報エネルギーがいっぱいになった時、
And after it was full to the brim with information energy,
意識を持つ魂さんが生まれたんじゃないかな。
Mr. Spirit was finally born with a will of its own.
生まれてどうなったの？
Born. And then what?
その魂さんがね、私たちを最後に助けてくれた気がするの。
You see, I get the feeling that Mr. Spirit was the one who helped us out in the end. So that's the name of this one, is Mr. Spirit.
脱出口を見つけてくれて、それを私たちに伝えようとして。
Mr. Spirit found an escape route and tried to convey it to us.
それであのフラッシュバックが起きたって？
So you mean that's what the flashback was?
そう。ほら、魂さんは私たちに意思を伝える手段がないでしょ？
Yes. I mean, Mr. Spirit doesn't have a way to convey its will to us on its own, does it?
だから、それまで得た情報を切り張りして、脱出口を示してくれたんじゃないかな。
So instead, piece together all the important information it had to point out the escape route for us, I guess.
ユーリはロマンちゃんだね。そういうの嫌いじゃないけどさ。
Oh, you're such a romanticist. Not that I have a problem with that or anything. I mean, look at me.
私はやはり単なる偶然だと思う。
I still think it was just a coincidence.
私はどちらとも言えないわね。いずれ再現実験を行うまでは。
I can't comment on it either way. Not until we run a reproducible experiment, that is. Oh. Yuri sulks at how none of them agree with her. She looks at me as if to ask me to back her up.
ねえ、ヒコリンはどう思う？
Hey, Yukarin, what do you think?
あの時誰かが助けてくれたような気がしなかった？
Don't you feel like someone helped us out back then?
I answered the question with a smile.
ああ、もちろんそう思うよ。
Yes, of course I do.
本当？
Really?
やれやれ。夏彦は有利の意見なら何でも全肯定なんだね。
Yada yada. Good grief, Natsuko. You always agree with Yuri.
やれやれ。
Yada yada does it. Good grief.
やれやれだわ。
Okay, okay, I get it. We've all seen JoJo. Good grief indeed. Yada yada.
いやいやいや、僕もずっとそう考えていたんだよ。
No, 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 I've always been thinking that.
あの時、確かに何かが僕らを手助けしてくれたって。
It really did feel like someone else helped us out back then.
そうですか。まあ、そういうことにしときましょうか。
Oh wow. So that's super interesting, GA. The reason why the epilogues are in first person is because we're no longer seeing things from the spirit point of view. That's awesome. That is so cool, GAs. Is that so? Well, let's just leave it at that, I guess. Everyone smiled once Machida says that.
I smile too as I secretly think to myself. I do agree with Yuri's opinion for the most part, but there's actually one part I disagree with.
Music Memory Master. What is that?
Was it really just that last flashback when we were helped out? Weren't we helped out way before that? When I think about it, whenever I had to make an important judgment call whether to trust someone or doubt them.
Oh yes! Yes! Oh my god, we have some massive Inception things going on here.
Whenever I had to make an important judgment call whether to trust someone or doubt them, it felt like some kind of vague feeling was pushing me from behind. Well, if I talked about it out loud, I don't think anyone would understand, so I'll just keep it to myself for now.
でもさ、みんな。
But still, guys.
Hmm?
もし本当に魂さんが生まれていたとしたら、
If Mr. Spirit really was born,
それはどこに行っちゃったのかな。
then where do you think it went?
仮に生まれていたとしてもだよ。あの時ラボは爆発しちゃったし。
Well, if someone did get born, Labo did get blown up back then.
その時に消えてしまったのでは。
So would it disappeared in the explosion?
BC 粒子のエネルギーは減衰していくからね。
Well, the BC particle energy did decay.
いや、もしかすると
No, maybe.
絶縁体が破壊されるとともにラボの外に出て今もどこかを漂ってるかもしれないよ。
Maybe once the insulators were destroyed, it left Labo and now it's drifting about somewhere. I look up at the sky as I say that. Professor Tsubakiyama once said in a lecture that all bodies of energy mix upon contact. So even if the BC particle energy did decay, that doesn't mean it disappeared completely. So perhaps it was released from Labo's dark facility and spread to all corners of the world. Though if that were the case, then I guess the spirit's consciousness would start fading too. It will probably never try to speak to us again. After all, for its 9 hours of existence, it used quite unreliable communication.
And there we go.
But it still left us with something precious. With that newborn spirit, what that newborn spirit conveyed to us was a will that desired to connect people together. The wish to share minds and walk side by side. Even if my communication with you has stopped, my will shall never fade.
It will remain in the minds of those I came in contact with. My wish will never be lost. Oh, it changed to the gray. It will stay with you forever. Root double grand end. Extend episodes unlocked. Answer mode for routine. Ideals from eternity. Wow. Oh my god, extend episode is what we're gonna be doing next. Well, there we have it. Let me just edit the title so people know that the main story ends in this episode. But, oh my god. Holy shit. 3 hours exactly. Wow, GAC, you predicted it pretty much exactly. 3 hours. From there to the ending. Oh my god. That was incredible. Love that. Fantastic ending to Root Double. Fan-fucking-tastic ending. I love that. I don't know how many episodes Extend Edition is going to take. I don't think I'm gonna be going back to get any of the other endings. I feel like the ones I did get were really good. But I definitely am gonna be doing Extend episode, because I don't know what that is, but it's something I definitely want to do. I don't know how many streams that's gonna take though, but yeah, we finished the main story of Root Double. Hell of a long game, but hell of a fucking amazing one. I'll see you on, so on Thursday we'll continue Trails, and on Friday we will start the Extend episode. That's because after all, it's the Extend edition, so we get the Extend episode. Extend is probably 4 to 6 streams, really, wow. It is chonky. Oh my god. This game will go even further beyond. Let's hope we can end it on an even 60 episodes, but Jesus Christ. Wow. This is a chonky ass game. That's seriously, yeah, because that is a pretty big Extend episode. I'm very curious as to what it is. So until next time, thank you all so much for coming with me on this long, amazing journey through the world of Root Double, which is not over yet. So, but the main story is. But until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.